Hello everyone. Yeah, we got a lively start up today. A lively Anyway, welcome back everybody to the extended mod. So yeah, we're going to try and finish this off today with fat mode. Everybody's going to be a chunky beast in this, and we're going to do some crazy stuff. But one thing I do want to quickly say here at the start is I want to thank both Diving Deep and Omega for letting me know about this, because both of them did actually. The problems that we had before, where all the objects would go basically to weird spots on the map, or objects would just like vanish like they did with Aragog last time, where he fell down into the pit. There is actually two ways of doing the fat command, and basically one word is the difference. Is all it makes, is one word, is that tiny difference to then screwing up everything. So I had the one which was actor, and of course that caused all those issues, whereas what you need is the word porn in there instead. So this means that hopefully now, as I have now changed it to what they suggested, we no longer will have these serious issues where everything breaks, hopefully. So we'll find out in this stream when the fat mode is on whether it starts breaking objects in the levels and that. But this is great. Obviously it's at the end of this sort of fat experience of the extended mod, but hey, if we ever come back, which I'm sure we will in the future, to do this, and same with Philosopher's Stone, when we go back on that again and play it in fat mode, then you know we won't have those issues anymore, hopefully, with the objects just like disappearing or characters not being as what they're supposed to be in, etc. So it should mean that levels like the Slytherin common room sneak bit and all that, that should actually now be fully playable, not just pretty much like quarter playable. And of course all the other problems as well that we've had, all that will be gone. So yeah, exciting stuff really. So yeah, I think we should be all good now going forward, but we'll find out today of course. But thanks again both Deep and also Omega for actually letting me know. The other thing that I'll mention now at the start as well, by the way, welcome everybody to the stream and thanks for coming in, and I will get to your comments in a moment. Give me 1 minute. So some of you might watch Phil with Glimmer. You might be aware that Phil has now officially finished the extended mod, which now means that both him and myself, possibly this week coming up or the week after, we haven't quite decided yet, will be joining forces once again to actually go over the extended mod. So yeah, you guys have wanted us to do something together again and collab, and I mean obviously we're going to do other things, but hey, we're finally doing it again after such a long hiatus from doing this. So yeah, we're coming back together again to do, I believe it's going to be a stream. We sort of seem to be going for stream for the extended mod, where we're going to do kind of what we did before. If you remember the streams where we collabed together before, where effectively we rated in the past all the different challenges, etc. This time around we're not rating, of course, we're basically just going over bits of the extended mod, what we really like about it, what could have possibly been improved in places, etc. So yeah, expect that quite soon. We'll get together properly at some point soon, myself and Phil, and actually properly decide when we're going to do it. But yeah, either way, Phil and JokerAlex are coming back together. There you go. It's been a while. God, it feels weird. The last thing we did together was Goblet of Fire. Oh dear. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to the stream, Victor, Has, John, Luke, John, and of course Phantom. I'm going to have to remember your name as Phantom and not Creative. Alright, let's do this. So if you missed any of the previous bits of the extended mod, then that's great. Then yeah, just be aware that obviously the extended mod stuff you can find down in the description, and of course you can check up on what you missed. Right, hopefully everything will be all good now. I hope we will no longer have any game breaking problems, I hope, but who knows. I look so weird. Maybe we're gonna have serious issues, but seeing as I know that Omega and Deep know what they're talking about, and they're both very, very helpful people, I might add, I have a lot of faith. Hell of a lot of faith. Just try and use some actual spell casting in this show here. Would be helpful. I do, to be fair, also want to give a quick shout out here when it comes down to it to Omega, because Omega has actually come by my channel a fair bit over multiple things lately, and actually has been really helpful. So I do want to say thanks to Omega for that, because that is really, really nice of him to do so. He doesn't have to do that, so I appreciate him actually taking the time to do that. I really do. And you know, it's just a nice thing to do, really. Nice one there, Harry. As you do, you just got to casually jump and then let go and then jump. I can't remember now. Did I open something else? Yes, I did. Secret time. So, also, just to clarify here, I know that some people probably have seen the 4K video I did that came out, I think, 2 weeks ago now, covering this mob map. That's basically covering it when it's not a specific add-on for the extended mod, but rather a separate map that you load through the debug menu for the map selection. This is now the one that is actually an add-on, and the one that is an add-on actually does have some differences to the other version, so this will be a little bit different to the one you might have seen there, just so you're aware. It was the same with the oh Christ, hello. It was the same with the what's it called? I mean, like the old greenhouse. I can't remember what he's actually called it, but yeah, the old greenhouse level that we saw last stream. Also, I don't remember them being in this section before in the other map, those spiders. Maybe they were, but I don't remember that. Oh, Jesus, sorry. I don't remember the spiders being in this bit. I don't know. They probably were, and I've just long forgotten. What can I say? I love the chunky pixies. They're great. How can you not love a chunky pixie, man? It's this smile on its face as well. It's just so weird. It looks so dodgy. But it's great. Oh dear. Scourge. At least there's more than one way of doing the command. That is correct. At least there is more than one more than one way of doing the command. Indeed. Also, hello there, Chip. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. You're not fixing Fellowship for a bit. You're actually here watching Chunky HP. It must feel quite nice for you, right? It must feel so nice to not have to try and figure out what the hell the devs of Fellowship have done to make life literally a living hell. I appreciate the pain that you're going through. Mainly because I'm doing similar things, but yes. Oh god. Also, Adam, welcome to the stream. Oh, look at that. What a takedown for the imps, man. What a takedown. Oi! It's too chunky to go in. That's not something you expect to say when you play a Harry Potter game, is it? He's too chunky to go in. Oh dear. Yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way, Adam. Nice to see you. Basically everyone that's come to the stream who I might have missed potentially, but I don't think I've missed anyone. Welcome to the stream. And of course anyone new that pops in, nice to see you. Luke, how have you never seen this level? Ever? It's a genuine question, Luke. How have you not seen this level? Yes, it is impressive how much work has been put into the mod. You'll get all of my views and opinions with Phil at a later date. Yeah, that's right. All the opinions will come at a later date. Just not right now. Where's that Lumos thing? Oh wait, no, it's in here, isn't it? I was going the correct way, hang on. It's down here. There we are. Oh, the beautiful stomp, stomp, stomp. It's like music to my ears. God, after thinking of all this, Chip, I know one thing that will be great going forward. If we ever manage to sort out the stuff in Fellowship, we should look in the debug menu of that game and see if we can make all the characters fat like this. Then you could have chunky Fellowship. Okay, that would be hilarious. I'd love to see a Balrog extra chunky. God, could you imagine a ring wraith in that game? The Nazgul extra chunky. Oh God. Man, some of this stuff, Tom Bombadil, extra chunky edition. That doesn't give away anything. But anyway, yes. I mean, that would be hilarious. It's nice indeed to have a break. Yeah, I'm sure it is a nice feeling, man. I'm sure. Love that. Love that shadow. It's the dead spider up there. Wrong way. Yoink. Whee! Oh my god. Okay, that was certainly one hell of a smack on the head. You wonder how Harry is still capable of doing all this stuff. Right. Which side is which? I can never remember. Red's there, okay. Right, let's grab Chunky Frog. Everyone needs a bit of Chunky Frog. A little bit of frog in my life. A little bit of chocolate on the side. Anyway. I can't sing too much of that or else I'll probably get copyright strikes. Bonk. Yeah, literally it is a bonk. Donk. I watched a video recently. Look. Are we talking about the Fellowship game? Are we talking about the Fellowship game? Oh look, there's the Bloody Baron. That definitely isn't in the other map, the Bloody Baron. That's new. That's quite cool actually, I like that. Anyway, yeah, are you talking about the Fellowship game there? I assume you are talking about that, John. Anyway, I'll have you know that people may hate on it, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be, in my personal opinion. I think everyone really over-exaggerates. Maybe it's just because I played so many more terrible games in my lifetime than others have, but who knows? I may be wrong, but isn't Frodo in the book supposed to be overweight? Well, who knows when it comes down to Fellowship of the Rings game. If we can get the command to potentially work, if we can find it, then he might become chunky. I think, personally, this is my personal feelings on the matter, people over-exaggerate problems with Fellowship. Now, in the case of Chip and myself saying we hate Fellowship, it's not because we outright actually hate the game. We don't. It's because we hate the problems that it has, and the problems that it has we're trying to fix. That is why we say we hate it. But we don't actually hate the game, because if we did, then we wouldn't be trying to fix it. But, yeah. It's got some absolutely horrendous issues, that game, it really does. It's a horrible thing, really, with its issues. It really is horrible. It's one of those things that just... it never stops trying to piss you off. Every single moment you think you've found some way to do something, it then turns around and just screws you over another way. Every time. It's so good at it. I hate it for it, I really do, and I know Chip does as well. It's a brutal, brutal bastard in the nicest possible way to put it. As, wait. He's got rid of the secret. There used to be a secret behind there. That's interesting. Yeah, he's legit got rid of it, okay. The secrets are definitely in a completely new place in this, remember that. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, it's the unused one of those. Actually, I'm going to get a better view for everyone on that. Most people have never seen this before because it was not used in the final game, it was scrapped. But there you go. No, I think the main reason people hate Fellowship is because of its gameplay style. Also because of the fact that there were multiple versions of it. Of course. Which is true, there were. But I will confess that the gameplay of Fellowship, it really depends on which port you play. And I'm not joking when I say that, it really does depend. Because you see, the Xbox port, in my personal opinion, has the worst controls. Easily, hands down, the worst. There's literally no competition on that front. It's bad. They are bad controls. In the case of the PS2 port, they're effectively like the PC port, but to be fair, again, I think they're worse. I know some people complained that with the turning in Fellowship on the PS2 and PC port, which are the same port by the way, the Xbox port is a completely different game. But anyway, basically on the PS2 port, if you turn with the analog stick, you could pan around the whole of your character, so Frodo, Aragorn or Gandalf, which some people really like, and I think that's cool when you want to look at your character and things, but then when it came to the combat situations with that, I despised that. It just annoyed me. But then when it came to the PC port, the camera is always stuck behind the character at all times, which is a shame if you want to look, of course, at your character at any point all the way around by panning around them, because you can't do that. But you can, at the very least, then have a really focused combat system, because you are always going to be facing the enemy you want to face, and you don't have this like turning to run away situation where you need to make sure you turn both analog sticks in the right way and then try and block in the right way and things. You don't need to do that. It's much more simple. So yeah, I personally think that it's much nicer, the PC port's combat all around, and I think it's the best port of the game. It's the most broken as well, but it is easily, in my opinion, the best port. But yeah, you know, they all have their differences, they all have their certain issues, etc. It's just the way it goes, right? But either way, you know, I personally like Fellowship. I think it's a decent game. I also really like the Lord of the Rings books. I've read them all, so as a result, you know, I have quite a lot of passion and care for something that's related to the books and not just to the films. But yeah, I do like, you know, the Lord of the Rings movie games as well. Of course I do. I really love Return of the King, for example. It's a fantastic game. And obviously, you know, it's one of those games that will be remembered for the rest of time as probably one of the best, if not the best, movie-related tie-in game ever made. Because it really is a very special game, that. You know, it's rare, in my opinion, to see a game based on a movie actually be executed so well. It's crazy how well executed it is. It's a really, really solid game, Return of the King. There's like nothing I can really say that I hate about Return of the King. I guess maybe the only thing I could possibly state is the fact that, well, the bonus characters you unlock, like Merry, Pippin and Faramir, would have been nice if they had more unique abilities and didn't just have the abilities of other characters. So like Faramir, of course, shares the abilities of Aragorn, and they're basically the same character, just with a different skin and a different name. And then likewise, Merry and Pippin are just Frodo, and, well, not Frodo actually, because he's got a different dagger throw, hasn't he? They're basically Sam just again with a different skin and that. But you know, it's good. Ah, Peeves! We all know what time it is. Peeves emojis, Peeves emojis. Fatty Peeves is in the house. God, one of these days we'll have DJ Peeves. Oh! There you go, DJ Peeves. A little bit of chungus on the side, literally. I really wanted to carry that on, but I know if I carried that on, I'd probably get copyright struck for singing the song. A little bit of chungus on the side. What can I say? It's a very catchy theme tune when you muck around with it. I'm giving you more ideas. What ideas am I giving you exactly, Chip? Please feel free to elaborate. Oh, also, I probably should open up the Discord. That would be a good idea. Forgot to lock my phone. Let me open up the Discord for you lot, so I can actually see you lot posting all the lovely Peeves emojis. Ah, Mike is here. Yes, we are indeed, Mike. We're playing the chunky HP became more chunky, but extended. Oh, well, there goes the magic. Ah! Okay, that was not what I meant to do. There we are, not to worry. This is what happens when you have too many bad curries, guys. You got to control the curry. The fire that comes out afterwards is insane. Nintendo. Hell yeah! Oh, you ruined it. I was going to do a stomp victory. Damn it. Obesity is the real magic. Yeah, damn right it is. You can't be having magic without the obesity of the chunky HP. Also, nice to see you here, by the way, Mike. I forgot to say. I was too obsessed with your comment about chunky HP that I didn't even say welcome to the stream. Anyway, nice to see you here, Mike. There he is. Chunky Nomi. Oh my god. The door is such a extreme spin that even the gnome gets flung into a new dimension. By the way, everyone, I have been looking at potentially getting the chat put, if I can point in the right direction here. There we go. It would be over here, basically, down there, underneath the camera. It wouldn't be really big, it'd probably be like that big. But yeah, potentially doing that so that way, A, you can see everyone and what they're saying there, and also it'd be helpful for me if I can put it on my actual screen so then I can see what's going on. But we'll see what happens. Either way, I have been looking at it, I've been looking at the templates for it. So yeah, we might get that done. Also been looking at more of like trailers for the streams as well, like promotional trailers if you like. I have done 2 of those in the past that some of you might remember and have seen from when I did the what's it called, Time Splitters 2 I think it was, and also Future Perfect streams where I had like a mini trailer beforehand. I'm looking at doing a few more of those for the different streams that we've got coming up, just because it would be nice to give them some personality rather than just, as glorious as it is, the thumbnail of the stream in the case of today's one, just sitting there and nothing. You know, just be a bit more exciting. So yeah, We're looking into it. We're looking into it. Soon enough, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, by the way, speaking of Return of the King, I'm not sure why I forgot to mention this. The next stream we're doing after this is Return of the King. Just so you know. We're going to go back and play more of Return of the King again, because it's been a long while now since I last played it. And we're going to play what we got up to. So we finished the actual game before, but we're going to... Oh my god. But we're going to play it again, but of course with the different characters. Which will be quite fun and exciting. Plus I know everyone loves it. Because it's an awesome game. I've kind of made this promise to myself as well. If myself and Chip fix Fellowship of the Ring, which we're getting close, I think. I think we're going to do it. But if we fix it properly, the PC port, then my kind of promise is that we're going to go and stream the PC version of Fellowship of the Ring again. Obviously last year we did stream Fellowship of the Ring, but we streamed the PS2 port. The reason I didn't stream the PC one is just because at the moment, because of the way you have to play it, it isn't the most stable and does crash a fair bit. So yeah, as a result, we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it in a slightly different manner. Which will be cool, you know. It'll be cool if we do fix Fellowship, myself and Chip, and then I can get the PC port up for you guys and do some cool stuff with it. Because there is a lot of cool stuff that we could do with Fellowship, I believe. So we'll see what happens, we'll see what happens. And also, Chip, I will have a read of your DM in a moment. Give me a few minutes, but I will read it. Yeah, it has been a little while since you were last in a stream, actually, Mike. I'm trying to remember when you were last in a stream. I think it was Lego HP, wasn't it? Half-Blood Prince? I'm correct, aren't I? Half-Blood Prince, Lego HP? Pretty sure it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm certain that's what it was. Right. Here we go.
There's Hermione. What's that she's holding?
That's you when you don't want cough medicine. Love it.
Here's what it says. Of the many fearsome beasts and monsters that roam our
God,
land,
what a lovely view.
there is none more deadly than the basilisk, the king of serpents. This snake, which may reach gigantic size and live hundreds of years, is born from a chicken's egg, hatched beneath a toad. Aside from its deadly and venomous fangs, the basilisk has a horrible stare, and all who are fixed with the beam of its eye.
Yeah, possibly,
shall
John.
suffer
We'll see what
instant
happens
death.
regarding that. We'll see.
Spiders flee from the basilisk, for it is their
I might
mortal
start
enemy.
getting the
basilisk
admins.
flees
I've
only
got
from
to use the word
quarrel of the
admin now.
rooster,
We're not using
which is
moderator
fatal to
anymore.
it.
That's gone now.
How's the
But
basilisk been getting around the
yeah,
place?
the admin side. I
giant
might start
snake.
getting the admins a
Someone
little
have
bit more
seen
involved with the video
Pipes
stuff.
wrong.
Obviously, I
It's
know
been
we got
using
John
the
who
plumbing.
promotes like the
I've been hearing
streams,
that voice
etc. But I
inside
think we
the
could do a
walls.
bit more.
That
I'm sure
girl
we
who
could get
died.
them more involved.
Aragog said
Definitely.
she was found in a bathroom.
Oh,
What if she never left the bathroom?
what if she's
still
still there?
You don't think? Not Moaning Myrtle.
The entrance to the Chamber of Secrets.
What
What if it's
in
in the
Moaning
Spongify
Myrtle's
Challenge?
bathroom?
All students are to return to their house dormitories.
You just see a
at once.
basilisk bouncing up and down on Spongify tiles everywhere.
Immediately, please.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh no! Not another attack!
Oh god, could you imagine Aragog, chunky Aragog on a Spongify tile? Aragog, a human is here. Is it Hagrid? Just
There
bouncing
had
up and
been
down.
Another attack, the worst one yet.
Oh,
This
I
time,
love it.
someone had disappeared. It was Ginny Weasley, and another message was left on the
Boing.
wall.
Yeah,
It
literally.
said, her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Hogwarts would surely close now. Professor Lockhart had been given the task of rescuing Ginny.
Look at
but Ron
Snape's
and Harry were
face.
beside themselves.
Jesus
One
Christ.
had to do something.
You can literally see his whole internal brain structure.
We need to have a plan. I'll go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom and try to find the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. And I'll go find Lockhart. It wouldn't surprise me if he was trying to sneak out of Hogwarts.
There's fat beds. There are fat beds. Well, there were fat beds, I should say. Yes, indeed. Now, what we're going to do, by the way, is we're going to mix up stuff here. Obviously, we've got the end of the game, which is the chamber and that. But we're going to mix it up with the Wizard Card Challenge, the Gryffindor Common Room Challenge, the demo stuff from the library, and just try and mix things around a little bit, see what we can do, you know, kind of play it up a little bit here. Just to, I guess, spread the excitement. That's the best term I can think of. There should be spongified pads on the beds. What, a petrified Hermione just going boing, boing. There's Hermione. Just up and down. Oh. What fatness level am I on? 255. Which is the max, in case you were wondering. We on the max fatness. The max chunkiness. Spread the excitement, yeah. Like spreading butter on toast. Well, that's one way of putting it.
Here's Flitwick's Charms classroom.
Did we ever go in here and get the secret? I can't remember. Yeah, we did. I can't even remember if we went in the Transfiguration classroom. Maybe, but let's find out. We'll get there eventually. I always love the way that the cauldron makes kind of like a sort of Parseltongue sound effect when you mix the potion and you get it back. It's kind of cool. Oh, peace of quiet. We've been in there. No! Not again, Deep. Not again. He's ruined my fun of going to do the bonus levels. Well, the demo levels, I should call them, before doing the chamber. Alright, we're not doing that, but we will go and do at least something, like the Gryffindor Common Room or something. Deep couldn't have locked them all down. If he has, I'll be very upset. Don't you dare have locked them all down, Deep. If you've locked them all down, we've got very depressing times ahead of us. Come on, surely this will be at least open. Come on. Although we haven't got all the cards yet, have we, of course. I could jump over that, even with the chunky HP that we have. Oh dear. Chip didn't think that one. Right, anyway, I want to quickly read what Chip sent me and then we'll carry on. I see, Chip, I see. I get what you're on about there. Oh my god, that's a lot of peeps. Oh my god, Chip even took a screenshot of peeps from the stream. He literally took a screenshot of fat peeps. Love it. But yeah, okay, Chip. I see what you mean regarding Fellowship's camera stuff. I'm glad that we're looking at that as a total priority for it. It's definitely the most important thing to look at right now. Oh dear. Right. I guess... Can we go in? Let's see. I'm sure we must be able to. Deep couldn't have locked me out of this. If he has, then he's thought of everything. And if he's thought of everything, then I'm very sad. He's beginning to read my mind. That's not a good thing.
Take care now, Harry.
God almighty. That is something. Right, come on. Surely we can go to the Gryffindor Common Room Challenge. Surely. He hasn't blocked me out of this. Come on, Deep. Don't read me like a book. Come on. He's read me like a book. God damn it.
No getting through this door just now.
Damn you. Oh, Deep has thought of everything. He's literally thought of everything. Alright, so much for my plan of mixing things up before going to the chamber. Looks like we're not going to be mixing things up. Alright, let's go and do the chamber then. It's not like I have a choice. There's nothing else we could do. Damn it. Oh. Did I happen to see the Chungus? Oh my god, giant wand. I haven't seen it yet, no. I've seen that you put it in the server and that, but I haven't got around to watching it yet. I will watch it though, because I do want to see what it's all like and all the information I need to know about all the different chunkiest levels of Harry. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet, the job. In time, in time. Alright, bathroom time. Bathroom time. Yeah boy, chunky time. Oh, and I don't get to see my gnome rave going on in the stall. What a shame. Deep took that away from me as well.
What do you want this time?
My gnome rave.
To ask you how you died.
You're the first one who ever asked. I died in this very stall. I remember it so well. The door was locked, and I was crying because Olive Hornby had teased me about my glasses. Then I heard somebody come in. They said
It's true.
something
Where is me
odd
gnomes?
in
I
a
want me
different
gnomes.
language, I think.
They're vital.
It was a boy
I mean,
speaking.
you just can't have a HP
So
game without
I
a
knocked
gnome
the
in it.
door to tell
You
him
can't.
to go and use his own
It's just not
bathroom,
possible.
and then
That's why
I
HP 4
died.
to the Deathly Hallows
Where was
and
this
also
boy
Connect
standing?
Harry Potter are not real
Over
HP
there
games.
by the
They're all
sinks.
fake.
One of them
They haven't got
has never
gnomes in them.
worked, not as long as I've been here.
I wonder if that's where the entrance to the chamber is.
It's alright, Harry, you don't need a word, just
Open!
jump and it will probably
Open!
blow apart.
That's not working. Maybe if I try parcel tongue.
Where's the classic version? Open! Just normal English, and it just opens. I love it. Guy, it was weird that back in the days.
Got him. He was packed and ready to go. What's that?
I think it's the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets.
Well, then you won't be needing me. Cheers, boys. Have to go warm up my broom.
You're not through yet. Down you go.
But
Now!
no!
In you go. Oh, don't mush your hair.
It's remarkable he's even
Come
able
on,
to
Harry.
fit in.
This is it.
I know.
Oh, I missed the classic version where Ron would still be standing there and just go down to the dungeons and see if you can get into the common rooms. Like, we've already done that, Ron. Hello. Hi there. It's time to do the spin around the circle. Ooh, I put it in first person mode. Sorry, Myrtle. Whee! I wish you could fight Lockhart in this. That would be a cool thing in the extended mod. I'll talk more about that later in the thing with Phil, but I think that'd be cool.
The adventure ends here, boys.
Run!
Have fun with her.
Careful, Harry. I think he's lost it.
Lost it? What? No. Not the great Gilderoy Lockhart. It's just that now is the time to end this little adventure. I shall go back to the school, tell them it was too late to save the girl, and that you both tragically lost your minds at the sight of her dead body.
Say goodbye to your memories. Obliviate!
My eyes have just been
Are you
flashbanged.
okay? Run! Yes, I'm through here. I'm fine.
Harry Potter Combat
Lockhart
Evolved.
isn't though. He got blasted by his own memory charm.
What are we going to do now?
Well, we can't get through this lot. It'll take ages.
There's only one thing to do. You wait here and I'll go on. Ginny's been down here for hours, and if we waste any more time, it might be too late.
Okay, Harry. I'll start trying to shift some of this rock so you can get back through.
Oh, it didn't make the sound. Damn you. All I got from Lockhart then when he was about to say what he said was just in my head playing. Might mean that I played Crash Bandicoot Warped too many times in my life, which to be honest I have played it an unholy amount in my life, but all I got was just entropy in my mind going, it's time to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals, I swear it. Yes, I have played Warped too many times. Yes, I do love the game. What are you gonna do about it? Crash Bandicoot Warped is a great game, damn it. Speaking of Crash Bandicoot, we really should probably stream some more Crash Bandicoot, shouldn't we? We've streamed Warped and also Wrath of Cortex now. We have so many options left though for what we could stream for Crash, because, I mean, we've got, what? Crash 1, God help me. Crash 2, Crash XS, or the Huge Adventure, whatever you want to call it. Crash 2 Entranced. God forbid people want me to stream Crash Purple. Crash to Insanity, Nitro Kart, Team Racing. What else have we got? Team Racing Nitro Fuel, awesome game by the way. What else is there? Well, I guess, God help us all. Tag Team Racing. And then of course you've got the really awful games that I'm not sure I'd even stomach playing for you lot. Which are Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans. And I'm certainly not going to be playing that really crappy DS Crash game. Boom Bang. You can kiss that opportunity goodbye. I refuse. I'm not playing that hunk of crap. I refuse. There's also Crash Bash, I nearly forgot about that. Awesome game that. I think I mentioned Crash to Insanity, but I can't even remember if I did or not now. But that as well. There's a lot of Crash available here. And I guess Crash 4 if I think it's worthwhile streaming that. I'll be honest, I didn't really care that much for Crash 4. Actually, I'm curious, out of the people that play Crash Bandicoot here, what did people think of Crash 4? As in... Well then, as in the new Crash 4, not the, you know, the original Wrath of Cortex Crash 4. I'm talking about the new one. Did people really like Crash 4? It's about time. I personally wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was alright. Right, now this is difficult. How am I going to do this without getting killed? Quick! No! This is impossible. How are you supposed to do that without getting killed? I don't think you can. There's no way of doing that without getting killed. You'll just die. That's impossible. Okay, I think I'm going to have to make a break here and actually use the debug menu for this one, because there's literally no way I'm going to get through that without just being crushed every time. Oh well. Has to happen every once in a while, I suppose. But I guess that's the price you pay with a chunky HP. My man is so chunky that he makes rocks go upwards. Wrath of Cortex gets way too much hat. I agree. I mean, God, the amount of hats that you see on Crash. The amount of hats you see on Pyro and wah wah. But I agree, Mike. Wrath of Cortex does get too much hate. I will admit, I do, in my personal opinion, think it has its problems. It absolutely does have its issues, Wrath of Cortex. But I don't think it should be hated as much as it is by a lot of people. Although I would like to add that if you ask any casual player whether they like Wrath of Cortex, they actually always, from my experience anyway, say yes, they really like it. It's just the hardcore players that don't like Wrath of Cortex. But honestly, it's a good game, Wrath of Cortex. It's got its problems, absolutely, but it's still a really solid game in my opinion. I love it. But yeah, anyway, what do people say about it? Crash 4. Harry got a new scar on his head. Yeah, he did, definitely. He doesn't have a head anymore after that. Like Twin Sanity. Oh, what was this? The spiders that they're scary when they're chunky. It's like the new arachnophobia filter for Jedi Survivor. Yeah, I've been playing Jedi Survivor. I finished it recently, actually, Jedi Survivor. Really good game, that. Really good game. It's a shame it still has some broken problems in it, but honestly, it's pretty much playable now. Really solid game. Really solid. Going for 100% on it right now. You know, got to get that absolute 100% all collectibles stuff. But yeah, it's a solid game. I love Jedi Survivor. Although I have to admit that I've never really seen any spiders in the game. I get that they've got the arachnophobia mode, but honestly, compared to something like Hogwarts Legacy, which is just full of spiders, Jedi Survivor basically has none. You barely see them. I would say you saw more spiders actually in Jedi Fallen Order. There's loads in that game. Hardly any in Survivor. Fatality. Oh. My god. My man's had too much curry again. Nah, you're going too far. Lumos! Yoink! Oh, also welcome to the stream, by the way, Lego. I don't remember if I said that earlier or not. Oh, Christ, hello. Do you mind, mate? I'm trying to read the chat. Yeah, Ginny had to go through all this, didn't you know that? Anyway, I guess my opinion regarding Crash 4, It's About Time, is it was an okay game. I like the fact that it went back to formula again. That was a nice thing for it to do, and I'm glad it did it, because I love the original formula, of course, of Crash. I grew up with that. I did also like the fact that they did try to make, you know, lots of the villains relevant, like bringing back Embryo, for example, again, was really nice to see. Then, of course, you know, some of the stuff that they did bring back from the later games, like the ball that you can roll around, I can't remember what it's called now, the Stratosphere or something like that, but anyway, that thing was nice to see return. Obviously, getting characters returning that we haven't really seen much of in the different games was nice. So yeah, I mean, overall, it was good, you know, it was good in some regards, but then it kind of gets ruined, in my opinion, about time, and the reason it gets ruined is because of the difficulty spike. Like, here's the thing, a lot of people have a go at Crash 1 and say that it's a really horrendous game because of how hard it is. I would have to disagree. It's difficult, absolutely, but it's not impossibly horrendous. You know, it's totally doable. And to be honest, it's kind of one of those difficulty spikes which I personally don't mind. I think it's quite a reasonable one. It sort of progressively gets harder in the right way. But we're about time, Crash 4, it just goes nuts. Like, literally, as soon as you get after the first island, it just goes into insane difficulty levels and spikes, which just kind of ruins it, in my opinion. You end up not really enjoying the game at that point. You just end up swearing at it all the time. And it's just a shame. I think it ruins what honestly could have been quite a good game. I think it's a pity. I really do. So yeah, I would personally say that Crash 4 was average to me as a result of all that. Which is sad for me to have to say, because I really don't want to have to say that, but it is average. As for the new Crash, whatever it's called, what is it even called? I don't actually know what it's called, I can't remember, that's how little I care about it. But anyway, the new one that's effectively meant to be like, I guess, a remake of Crash Bash, even though it's really not. Literally, I've watched gameplay of people playing that. I've watched the trailers that they did for it. It just doesn't look very good. Sorry. I mean, honestly, just watching everything I have for it, I just feel like it's kind of something that isn't that great. Also, in general, just seeing how they sent it out for pretty much just death on arrival is just ridiculously so Activision, it's untrue. Activision at this point is so good at this. Activision's rep should be just them basically killing everything they possibly can. That's all they do. They just kill things. But yes, anyway. My personal view on it, anyhow. It was, I guess, okay marketing for that new one, but it just doesn't look very good. I honestly, at this point, I would have rather they had actually finished off what they were doing for Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I'm annoyed that they cut the support for that game early. Really annoyed by Activision for that. Because that game was so impressive and everyone loved it and it was doing so well. And then all the cool extra bits that could have come for it, like all the extra characters that hadn't been done yet from Crash, all the other cool tracks that they probably had planned, all the other Spyro bits that they were going to put in, because all this stuff was found in the files, by the way. It all got scrapped. All because Activision decided that Bioshock, the people who made that game, should be spending their time making a really, really pointless bonus mode for freaking Crash 4. It's about time. And when I say pointless bonus mode, I mean it, because all it is it's basically just, well, the levels effectively changing into different colours or different weird graphical effects, and that's all it is. That's all that really changes. Like the Wumpa fruits change into some berries, etc. And all they've actually done in the end, it annoys me, this, is just done that in order to basically put more gems in the game and just give it an excuse to make it a bit longer. Oh, even though realistically, you know, it hasn't helped it. Oh, interesting spot. But yeah, it hasn't actually helped it at all. You know, doing that, in my personal opinion, it was pointless. I'd rather they just let Bioshock finish the game they were making, which honestly is a better game. So I think it's sad that they didn't get the chance to finish it. But then again, I think a lot of the projects that I really like under Activision suffer immensely. Hell, look at Black Ops 4. That honestly could have had a great outcome with zombies and that. Scrapped to go and make Cold War, which by the way is still a decent game. Granted, it's broken as hell now, but still decent game. But you know, I would have rather that Treyarch got the chance to actually finish Black Ops 4 properly, not like end the zombie ether storyline early, skipping over loads of things and making it kind of not a worthy outing in some ways. Yeah, just, you know, they love it. I think they love it. They love screwing over every game they possibly can, Activision. They're great at it. Anyway. Nice to see you here, Winch. Welcome to the stream. I didn't even see you pop in while I was basically shitting on Activision as an organisation. Which I have every right to do. Especially after what they've just announced for the new COD. Christ almighty. You know what? I'd love to get opinions right now from everyone in here who's a Zombies fan. Legit, tell me if you are looking forward to this if you're a Zombies fan. And I mean it. The new Zombies mode is a PvE. So basically what they've gone for is a giant open world map, like the Battle Royale that they have for Warzone and that. And all they've done is taken that, put zombies in it, with like the zombie like enemy types from Cold War, like the Mimic and that. And also put loads of humans on the map. And you're going to be killing the humans as well as the zombies. And it's just like, why? That's not zombies. Zombies is meant to be, you know, killing zombies. Also, there's no Easter egg in it. So that completely defeats the purpose of zombies again. They haven't even announced if there's a wonder weapon in it. Christ, I hope they've at least put a ray gun in it. Like, come on, man. No one asked for that. I would love it if they brought back Outbreak, but what they've done is not Outbreak. That's not Outbreak at all. It's some other literally filler beyond belief filler. And I can tell you right now that from what I've seen of all the reactions towards it as well, all the Zombies fans, myself included, are just pissed off that they've done that. Because they've taken away resources, right, from Treyarch on their game, which comes out next year, which they could have been using to make more zombies on that game to go and make this pointless crap mode for Sledgehammer's game, which is not even a Treyarch game. It's a Modern Warfare title, which, to be honest, isn't even really a Sledgehammer game. Let's be real, it's an Infinity War game, but of course Infinity War can't make 2 games back to back, so Sledgehammer has to do it. And of course, Sledgehammer seems to be completely incapable of making a 3rd game mode. They just seem to be unable to do it at this point now. I don't know what's happened to Sledgehammer. Considering they are the biggest company, by the way, out of all 3 of them, they should be able to make their own 3rd mode, but they're incapable of doing it. So Treyarch has to do it. But like, come on, why? What a waste of time. I want Treyarch to be focusing on their games. That's what they should be doing. Not doing other developers' games for them. They've even helped Infinity War with their current game this year. I mean, like, I feel sorry for Treyarch because they just never get a chance to do their own stuff. They're just doing everything for everyone else. Joining through a mid-Activision rant is nothing new. I mean, it's true, it's nothing new. I didn't really say it was anything new, but it's still. But yeah, either way. Weird decisions from the higher-ups of Activision. Weird decisions. I don't know what's going through their brains for zombies. I really
Ginny,
don't.
please wake up.
Anyway, this could be the first zombies game I don't play. So that'll be interesting.
Wait.
Tom? Tom Riddle?
She's still alive, but only just. Little Ginny.
The only one left swearing at Gringotts. To be fair, when I was younger, and Winch will remember this, because he played that Gringotts stuff with me years ago. Oh boy.
What do you mean?
He remembers me swearing at those minecarts in the PS1 HP one. I'm sure he probably had a great time watching that though when he was there in person.
No!
It's one of those things where, you know, it annoys you so much that you just sit there just literally mimicking the Gringotts bank vault guys having a mental sort of breakdown moment. But hey, what can I say? Oh dear.
The greatest sorcerer in the world is Albus Dumbledore.
Dumbledore is gone. Now I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Anyway, how are you doing,
Let's
Winch?
match the powers of Tom
Seeing as you're
Riddle,
here.
heir of Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter.
We get to see Fat Phoenix. Oh, I love it when that is Harry. You have no idea how much I love it when it's Harry. Or when it's Peeves. When it's Peeves, it's great. It's just Peeves going like that. Oh god, the camera's so small, I can't really do it, but he's like flapping around like that as Peeves. It just looks hilarious.
It won't save you, Harry Potter. Speak to me, Slytherin, greatest.
I remember you showing that chip where you showed this map in the Simpsons Hit and Run. And you were driving a car as well in the Chamber of Secrets. Also, I love the extent. This is one of the things I really love about the extended mod is that they got the colour of the basilisk right. You know, it's green rather than the really stupid purple that they came up with. I'm not sure why they made it purple, but anyway, It's correct. I love that. Also, I love the water effect down on the bottom as well. It's the way it should be, man. It's the way it should be. It's good stuff.
You can still kill him.
Kill him now. Do you reckon that was EA with getting good reviews for the Deathly Hallows games? No, you can still smell the positive review. You will get me the positive review. Get it for me now. We can't have a 15 out of 100 for Deathly Hallows Part 1. It's not possible. Oh, I can imagine that's how it went. Really? That didn't kill you? Interesting. Also, I love the effect on the basilisk where the eyes actually get ripped out. Like, you can see the eyes are gone in it. Really cool attention to detail right there. Cool attention to detail. I've already mentioned all this to Deep, of course, before, but it's just so cool. Oh, I got him. I actually managed to get him the second time. Not bad. Go on, Harry. Become an alcoholic for a bit, mate. We need to heal. Yes. Uh-oh. Ah! No, I'm not sure in a Harry Potter game will... Ah! I'm in a corner. I'm not sure in a Harry Potter game they will ever get a moment with this kind of awesome music, you know, from Jeremy Soule ever again. Don't get me wrong, Hogwarts Legacy's music was really good, I enjoyed it, but you know, it's not the same as Jeremy Soule's music. It doesn't quite hit there. But it is good. I do like it. Did that actually hurt? Nah. Yoink. You know, I'm surprised that Hogwarts didn't actually turn the Chamber of Secrets into a classroom. Like, once the Basilisk is dead, just give it a bit of a touch-up, a bit of an IKEA touch-up, and you're all good to go, you know? All you need is a bit of IKEA furniture. You're all set. It's all you need, IKEA furniture. Also, this bit, this is amazing. Look at that. That looks so cool. So much better than the fire. I love this. Seriously good attention to detail here, and it just looks fantastic, man. Honestly, there are just like the smallest things that really I just am so in love with the extended mod. And that is one of them. It's such a small addition, such a small little thing, but it's such a big deal to me. Just so good.
Harry, oh Harry, I wanted to tell you. It was me, Harry.
Everyone else in the chat won't admit it.
I swear I didn't mean
Probably
to.
not.
Riddle made me do it.
The Gringotts part
right.
is soul destroying.
Come on, Ginny. Let's get out of here.
It is soul destroying. Like, imagine being a kid, yeah, like 3 years old, and playing the Philosopher's Stone on PS1, getting through the game and thinking, this is an awesome game.
Professor Dumbledore.
And then you get to Gringotts.
I thought you'd been
Just
suspended.
imagine that. It's horrible. And then once you get past that crap with the minecarts, you then have to chase a peacock around a bloody shop. That's even more horrendous. Just like, I don't know what they thought. I guess they decided they wanted to make children's life as awful as physically possible. I love the way his glasses are just flat like that rather than that. IKEA meatballs, now that's where it's at. Imagine that, the Chamber of Meatballs. That'd be great. Oh, why would you need to do anything else? It's just like, where have all the students gone?
You've all performed brilliantly.
IKEA meatballs are really nice, by the way.
It was.
Especially the chicken
Spent
ones.
much more time in a girl's bathroom than I would have liked.
Being petrified was awful, but I learned a great deal from it. I'm going to write a paper about it for extra credit.
When you've got your
I love
friends
the
to
way
help you,
Winch said
you can
that the
accomplish anything,
minecart gave him
and nothing is
depression.
too awful.
It's true.
Well, almost nothing.
It's so
Looking
true.
like Goyle came close.
There's a banquet waiting for you down.
When we were both playing that, I remember we played that back at his house.
To friendship.
It was years ago now, but we played it at his house,
But
and
to friendship
he
most of all.
literally looked like he wanted to end it when he was going through that minecart section. And to be fair, I wanted to end it as well. It's awful. It's a horrible thing. Like every time I play that game and I ever get to that part of the minecarts, my soul just somewhat, it leaves my body. It wants to go to another area. It's like, please, don't make me do it again.
Malfoy, who had planted Tom Riddle's diary on the hapless Ginny Weasley. Draco was no longer strutting around the school as though he owned the place. On the contrary,
Although I would say that I would... Oh, there's one normal student.
Ginny Weasley
This is a normal one with loads of fat ones.
This is our last day at Hogwarts.
But yeah, I will admit
The only
that
thing left to do is the house
I would
outside.
rather play the Philosopher's Stone, PS1, Minecart, and Peacock than the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Like, legit, honestly, I would rather suffer the torture of all of that than go and play the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That is how much I despise the Deathly Hallows Part 1. It is a terrible game. No one can change my mind on that. It is a dreadful game. The only thing it has going for it that's any good is the very beginning.
Good to see you again.
After that, nothing other than just... It's not even like a gradual downhill like you'll see with some games, right? It literally just goes like that, pretty good, to then just like that. And it never recovers. Ever. It's madness. There's Colin. Hey, buddy.
Did you know that if you eat a chocolate frog, you get back stamina?
Good God, I forgot about the peacock part. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people forget about the peacock just because of the torture that they have to go through sliding on floors to get paperwork to then have to go and put themselves through more torture getting all the coins. God forbid you want to go for 100% and get a... I can't believe, you know, I've done it once in my life. I don't really want to do it ever again. Get all the gems. I mean, Christ, man. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you make people do that sort of thing? You literally have to get bang on 100% in all three, not just one, 3 of the freaking things. I feel like I'm Vernon Dursley even there. Doing the I can't do it on stream because I'll get in trouble, but it's like the piss take thing where he just goes like one more sound, but it's a little bit different than that. Anyway, yeah. It's madness, honestly. Whoever said that they need to get 100% on all 3 of those just to get a bloody wizard card is a psychopath. An absolute psycho. We have 1. Right, I just need to use my fat mode to reopen the doors again. What was this say? No shit, Colin. Dear. The Proton ones, yeah. Oh boy. I completely gringotts because I wanted 100%. And then you realise that your memory card has been formatted and that's it, you've lost it all. To be fair, I think the most soul-destroying thing I've had recently is playing Time Splitters 2, despite the sheer amount I have spent playing that game, as well as the other Time Splitters games, which again, if you want clarification how much I played those games, just ask Winch and he will give you confirmation. I have played them way too much, but I will continue to do so. They are very good games. Anyway, I've been playing through the whole Time Splitters 2 recently, of course, for you lot, to go and do the 4K series for it. And of course I've done the story stuff now, and I'm on the challenges and the arcade lead challenges. But what I'm trying to do for you guys on those is get all gold or platinum. let me tell you, the the sheer mental damage I am doing to my brain on some of those challenges with the controls that are in Time Splitters 2. Oh man, those controls are dated, but boy, oh boy, is it painful to try and get a platinum or a gold in some of those challenges. Christ, man. It's so difficult, by the way, to go from playing a game like Sons of the Forest, which I have been playing myself recently, and it's a really good game, by the way. Everyone should play that. Awesome game. But going and playing that, or Jedi Survivor, to then going back and playing Time Splitters 2, which has extremely dated controls, it's like the brain has to sort of reevaluate what it's doing. It's like, okay. I need to get used to the sticky even reticle again and stuff like that. I mean, the people, and I know a lot of people here haven't played it, but if you've played Time Splitters 2, you'll understand how dated those controls are. You'll understand how painful it is to use a sniper on that game. You will know that you've probably never played a single other game that has worse sniper controls than Time Splitters 2. I mean it. Hell, I even prefer Time Splitters 1 snipers where you don't even have the ability to aim through the scope. They give you the scope on the gun, but you can't aim through it. It was actually more usable than Time Splitters 2 snipers, in my opinion. It's not a good thing, by the way, but you know, it was more usable. Oh dear. Well, as I've seen Winch say probably worth a fortune, I guess I should probably show off what I have on my desk. I know Chip has seen it because I sent it to him the other day, as he was interested to see it when I got it. So one moment and I will show you. Those are new, those symbols, they definitely weren't on these before. Right, hang on. Let me show you what it is. So, I guess a quick question to you lot. How many of you know the game? It's a PS2 game. Very rare PS2 game, by the way. Lifeline. It's a voice-activated shooter game. Boy, is it going to be fun when I get round to this. Here it is. There you go. I apologise if there is some reflection due to, of course, the fact that it is brand new and also the fact that there is a Elgato light. But yeah, there you go. Lifeline. There you are. Most people thought they'd probably never see an actual physical copy of that in person, did you? I doubt anyone would have thought of that. Most people that have played Lifeline and reviewed it online have all pirated it. And to be fair, do I blame them? No. It's a very rare game to find. Very rare. I did get extremely lucky with that, I like to add. Extremely lucky. It's not something that you just find and, you know, it's easy to obtain from something like CEX, for example, whatever. Good God, you'll probably never see it in a CEX in your life. But, yeah. That was a lucky one, that one. But hey, I am super happy to have that, to be fair, in the collection. Really am. As a lot of people probably do know, I am a video game collector, what can I say? I do like collecting rare games. How much was it? It was painful, but a worthy painful in the end. It was 90 quid. But hey, to be fair, considering the game is normally up in the hundreds, and bear in mind that that is new, pretty good, eh? And actually, it's a really good game to, you know, piss about on. So yeah, why not? But, you know, I'm a video game collector. I like to collect these games. I like to have them, you know, physically in my collection. Hell, I've even bought a new, they're called Billies, but basically a new giant cabinet for all of my games, which now lives in my bedroom over there in the corner behind my door. So yes, I've got loads of my games now physically in there as well as downstairs. There's loads of games physically that I have, but you know, the thing is, I look at it like this. A lot of these physical copies, right, of these games will disappear soon. They will be impossible to find. They already are becoming impossible to find, a lot of them. So, if you can find copies of some of these games, you want to do it, in my personal opinion, because you're just not going to be able to soon. It's going to get to the stage where you will not find these games. Hell, something like Lifeline, it's already pretty much at that stage. God forbid you have a game like Rule of Rose. Holy hell, would you like to see the rarest PS2 game probably ever made, Rule of Rose? People sell that for thousands. Even a disc on its own is worth about 800 quid. That's how rare that thing is. It's such a rare game, that on PS2. It's unholy the amounts that people sell that for. Unholy. But yeah, I mean, you know, in the end, in my opinion, you've got to get these things while you can, if you're like me and you're a collector of these things and you want to keep them. Plus also, you've got to remember that I like to also take these games and emulate them, in the case of the PS2, and make them play better, and look better, and run better, and everything, right? So, yeah, of course I'm going to do it. Why wouldn't I? But yeah, there you go. Either way, that is probably one of the rarest things I have in the collection now at this point, that. You've also got other things like Silent Hill Shattered Memories. That game on PS2 is an ungodly amount of money. That was rare to find. Glad I got that. Same with Silent Hill Origins, which again is actually an unopened version of that. I'm very happy with that one. Yeah. You're right, Winch. Too many games are being lost to time these days. I am a game saver in theory. I am saving these games in some regards from being completely lost forever. But also, I want to be able to actually play these games. You see, I hate that I have to go out of my way to go and buy like tons of games all in one go these days. Because I feel that now, if I don't do it at this point in time, I'll probably never be able to do it at some point soon in the future. It's going to get to that stage. It already is getting to that stage. Look, we've even got the announcement recently of the Xbox 360 storefront being shut down next year in the summer, forever. Now, that might not sound like such a big deal to some people, but you've got to remember that there are a lot of digital-only Xbox 360 games that are not backwards compatible either, I might add, on the Xbox One, Series S or X. And Microsoft is about to kill them forever, unless they are preserved. Now, I expect people like the Completionist, I think it was, who backed up the entirety of the 3DS and that storefront, to probably go and back up the whole of the 360 storefront. But, you know, people shouldn't have to do this. It's really, really unacceptable in my opinion that this is happening. I get that you've got to preserve costs of having to, like, obviously keep up storefronts that are super old forever. But if you're going to do that, you need to offer a proper alternative. And right now, no one's doing this. And this is a concern. So this is why you've got to get these games while you still can, because honestly, you won't be able to get them soon. Some of these games you will not be able to get. Lifeline is a great example. It's pretty much already at the point where you can't get that. So yeah, you got to do it. Oh yeah, I want to see what the supposed rare game is that John has got. Did you say you put a picture up of it, John, or are you doing it? You're doing it. Okay. Yeah, I will have a look and see what it is that he's got PS1-wise that's super rare in a moment, because I would like to see it. You know, the other day, actually, I was looking at Game Boy games, actually, ironically enough, to see just how rare some of them have become now. And I was kind of astonished to see how rare Order of the Phoenix is on the Game Boy. The 5th Harry Potter game. I was very surprised by that. because to be honest with you, I didn't expect that out of all of them to be super rare. But I guess I kind of then thought to myself, well, the Order of the Phoenix would have come out bang on at the end of the Game Boy's life cycle, wouldn't it? So I guess that kind of makes somewhat sense. But yeah, that game's very expensive. It's a really expensive game, actually, Order of the Phoenix on the Game Boy. I was amazed. Like, just to get the cartridge was very expensive, but to actually have to get the box, if you want to get the whole box and the manual on that, I mean, good luck. That's all I have to say to you, good luck. But yeah, man, I was kind of surprised. I was surprised. Obviously not all Game Boy games are super rare, you kind of expect that, but there are lots that are rare, and these beans are going to be impossible to pick up, so we're just going to hope for the best, I think. We'll get as many as we can. Okay, we didn't even get one there. Amazing stuff. Hey, right, there should be a cutscene now. Yeah, this is new, we never had this when we did the extended mod in the past. That is an awesome way to end it. I like it. There's like just some personality. I said to Diving Deep, by the way, for those that are wondering, when I covered the extended mod before, normally, that I feel like it would be good to have some personality at the end of that level, because it felt a little weird that you just pick up the challenge star and then teleport out here, right? And that was it. So, yeah, Deep took that to heart. And, yeah, well, as a result, there you have it. We now officially have an actual outro. It's really cool to see. I love that. Really happy that you added that. Really happy. Now, I never looked at this last time, by the way. Oh, that is Ginny.
Has been permanently opened. See how many beans you can collect.
That's so cool. This was cut, by the way, from the final game, just so you're aware. From my understanding, the bean bonus room, after you went through it multiple times, was meant to, at the end of the game, be open forever, so you could constantly go back into it and, you know, experience it each time. But they cut it from the final game, so now we can actually go in there and experience the bean bonus room again. I'm not sure if it still has a timer in it or not, but it's so cool that we can just go and do this now. I love that. Is there a timer? No, there's no timer. See? I mean, that's so cool. You could just go into the bean bonus room and just get all the beans without a timer. A bit like you could do in the Prisoner of Azkaban when you got all the wizard cards for Fred and George on PC version of Prisoner of Azkaban. That was just a really nice addition. So I'm glad that Deep has restored this, because it's kind of sad, really, that they got rid of it. I wish they hadn't, but, you know, I get it. Time restraints. Constraints. I am really struggling to talk today, aren't I? But yes, anyway, those sort of things do get in the way, of course. About 250, that game. Oh, alright, I actually want to see this. What is this game that's super rare? What is it? Tomby? Interesting. Good old Tomby. I know the name. I've never played it personally, but I know the name. Whew. Okay, Chip, I know you're in the stream chat, by the way. I see all of the sheer amount of Fellowship coding that you have dumped in the chat between us two. I'm going to look at that after the stream. There's a lot there to look at. I'm going to need some time to digest that and really look at it properly. So I'm going to look at it after the stream. But I'm glad you found a load of stuff there, and that's really helpful to see. So yeah, I will look at that in more detail after the stream. Yes, that's true, Winch, you did. To be fair, though, you did kind of want to get rid of everything that you had at the time. And I didn't want you to just get rid of it and, you know, make it kind of useless in the end. It's worthwhile keeping them. I'm just trying to think, what did you have in that collection that I looked at that was really rare? To be fair, I wouldn't call it rare, so to speak, but you had a unopened Batman Arkham Origins. I'm not actually sure how much that would be worth, sealed Arkham Origins. Tell you what, somebody have a quick peek. How much is a sealed Arkham Origins worth on the Xbox 360? And bear in mind it comes with the DLC as well. So there was that. Then there's the Alone in the Dark 2008 Steelbook that was in pretty much like new condition, that one. So that probably is somewhat worth a bit. What else is there? I can't really think of much else that was really, really rare. But then again, I could be wrong. I'm just trying to remember everything that you did give me that I can remember I looked at that I thought was somewhat rare. I remember those two in particular off the top of my head. I don't think there was anything in particular that was really rare on the PS2 that you gave me. No. Other than the fact that you did... I would love to know what you were doing, by the way, when you did this, but you had like 3 copies of James Bond from Russia with Love for the PS2. I mean, there was a lot of copies of James Bond from Russia with Love. I now currently have like endless supply of James Bond from Russia with Love just sitting in cabinets. It's not a bad thing, by the way. It's a really good game. It's just kind of funny to me. Endless supply of James Bond from Russia with Love. That is a good game, by the way, for those of you that haven't played it. Pretty hard game, actually, later on. But really good game. I love James Bond from Russia with Love. Unopened is 82 quid for what, Batman Arkham Origins. To be fair, that's not bad, I guess. Although, is that with the DLC chip or without the DLC? That's the real question. Because I can tell you that with DLC it will be worth a fair bit more than just the normal version of the game. It's a good game, James Bond from Russia with Love. I don't think enough people played it. It's an awesome game. A few Steel editions. I remember 2 of them off the top of my head that you definitely gave me. I actually, by the way, for your information, Winch, put little labels in every single one of the ones that you gave me saying that it was originally yours, so I could tell the difference between mine and yours. It really helps, I might add, by the way. Bear in mind that a lot of the stuff you gave me is duplicates of things that I own myself. But yes. Anyway. Yeah, so you had Clive Barker's Jericho, I remember. You had the Steelbook for that. I don't know how much that is honestly worth. And Alone in the Dark 2008, I know you had the Steelbook for as well. I know that much. Is the skybox different here? It looks different. Maybe not. It looks different though. Includes DLC unopened, does it? Okay, right. Fair enough. I would say that's not too awful, considering, really. Ah! Oh, screw it. I'm just going to do it this way. What could I say? I have little patience these days. There you go, Harry. There we are. The quick way of doing it. Yeah, the skybox does look more red or pinky. Oh my god. I'm literally holding so much far backwards that you couldn't hold any more. I'm guessing it's because Harry's fat. I mean, fair enough. When you get chunky, these are the things that happen in life. Right, let's... Oh, go on. Oh, okay, I didn't want you to actually do that, but fair enough. Nice! Nice camera angle right there. Anyway, there you go. We got to visit the Bean bonus room again, which was cool. Can you go back in it again? I assume you
This
can.
is the houseboat
Yep.
ceremony chamber.
You can. Also, Ginny is in there, by the way, for people that were wondering. I can't remember if we got all the silver wizard cards or not. I think we got most of them. Oh, look, there's Fat Norris. Love it. Back to Breakmore School, valuable property. I'm to move along. Shh. I've got my hacker hoodie on. Yeah, you kind of do with the sheer amount of stuff you just sent me in the DMs, mate. There's endless supplies of it. Not a bad thing, though. Not a bad thing. Right, I can't remember if we have all the silver wizard cards or not. I think we might, but I could be wrong. Oh, look, there's near the other's Nick. Well, this was unexpected.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Ah, hello, Harry. I'm so pleased to be dead on my feet again, thanks to you.
I don't remember this.
Of course. I still have a bit of a headache. Mind you, it's nothing to the one I had the day I was decapitated. I'm so anxious to see what's behind this door. I just know you can find all the silver wizard cards, Harry.
Yeah, I've got the Black Ops 2 Steelbook for the Xbox 360. It's in the cupboard somewhere. How many cards are we missing? 1. Okay. Well, that narrows that down. Which one are we missing? I don't know which one we're missing. It's the problem when you do streaming like in not back to back. What would we be missing? Hospital wing? Ooh, bloody. Possibly the hospital wing, but I'm not certain. I actually don't know which one we're missing.
Safety first, Harry. Safety first.
Safety first, you say? God, yeah. Oh yeah, I think it is the one we're missing. Safety first, indeed. Whee! Yeah, it is this one. There it is. The PS3 emulator is still quite early in development. It's made great strides, I might add. It's done really well, actually, but it's still early in development, in my opinion. It's not quite worth, personally, I think anyway, going on it, unless you really want to play the exclusives like Killzone. If you want to play the exclusives like Killzone or Pain, but most people don't know the game Pain. I know one person in this chat who does know the game Pain, but anyway, yeah, I think realistically, once it's a bit more further in development, I'll be more interested in it. I'm not so keen on the fact that, obviously, they still have like graphical errors, which I expect because it's not ready yet. Likewise, you've also got the issue of things like that door was new. Things along the lines of the games. I think every single game on it still at this point runs at 30 frames and no higher, which is I'm not a fan of. To put it lightly, I'm not a fan of that. That's why I always try to make sure that that is not the case. I'm really not a fan of playing games at 30 frames on PC. You really notice it a lot more, by the way, on PC than you do on a console. It really shows. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But, yeah, I mean, give it time. It'll probably do really well. Also, the Xbox 360 emulator, I know, has made some pretty big strides. That's doing quite well now. Xena, I think it is, isn't it? That's getting there, but it's, again, still not quite there yet. But give it time, it'll get there, it will get there. But, you know, these things take time, right, to really, really become perfect. So, you just got to give it time. I don't know what's behind that door. Proceeds to fly through the door. Yep, pretty much. Of call you sad, but you miss the smell of buying new games from the shop, do you? To be fair, they always did have that smell, didn't they, to them? And then you also had those companies like Game who used to send you games without the disc being in the holder. I mean, it's a pretty basic thing to be able to do, to put a disc in a holder. You can't get much more basic than that. And they still couldn't do it. And it annoyed me thoroughly when they used to do that. I used to get pissed beyond belief when they were just like, yep, here's your new game that's been bashed to hell in Royal Mail or whatever, which is not in the holder. It's like, oh, cheers. Oh, believe me, any video game collector out there that sees something along the lines of a game being sent to them brand new, or even not brand new, with the disc not in the holder properly, it's like having a mini heart attack. I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually ended up in A&E once from that, where they were just like, how did the heart attack start? I was sent a game in the mail and they didn't put the disc in the holder. It was horrifying. I mean, it would probably be one of the most interesting cases for an A&E visit, but hey, what can I say? Pain is a fantastic game. Fantastic PlayStation 3 exclusive, that title. Absolutely incredible. The most ridiculously stupid game that is just so much fun. Pain is amazing, man. I remember when I was younger and I used to play Pain, and I used to put on Pendulum in the background because it had the ability to play your own music in the game as well. I used to put Pendulum on in the background while playing that game. You have no idea how well Pendulum's certain songs from them fit in Pain. What a mix that was, man. Oh, I love Pain. It's such a good game. Oi, you can't get stuck on the wall. That's not fair, damn it. Nah, Pain is a brilliant game. God. The amount of people that would have never played Pain. I could even mention a game that used to be a PS3 exclusive that luckily did come to PC at the end via Steam. That again, is a game that I'm sure most people won't know, except for one person I know who definitely knows it in the chat, that I was an expert playing on my ad too. Well, that didn't work. Which was Burn Zombie Burn. Man, what a game. Burn Zombie Burn, what a fun game that was. I'm going to tell you right now, I think the most fun I ever had when I played online was definitely in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 days. Hands down, were the most entertaining time periods I had playing online on games. It's never been beaten. Not even playing on PC online on games has beaten that, in my opinion. I just had so much fun when I was younger playing online games with this. Hell, it was great playing things like something that I know probably would be impossible to play now unless you manage to find like a group of really awesome people. Hell, maybe we should do it one day. Playing Bioshock 2's multiplayer online. I used to play that religiously with Winch. What a game, man. What a freaking multiplayer that was. So much fun. I love Bioshock 2's multiplayer. I know a lot of people really didn't seem to like it that much, but honestly, I love that multiplayer. It was so much fun, man. Such a good game. We used to basically trick people all the time, me and Winch, setting traps on that game, because you could set traps in that multiplayer mode. It's just so fun. Bioshock 2's multiplayer was something else, man. That was something else. And it made me so sad that when they did the remastered trilogy, if you like, for Bioshock, they didn't include Bioshock 2's multiplayer. I was so sad by that. I kind of saw that happening, but at the same time, I kind of had like a little part of me wishing they would include it. But yeah, I kind of saw them never including it. But honestly, what a multiplayer. I would kill to go, well, maybe not that far, but I would love to be able to go and play Bioshock 2's multiplayer again. I really would. Honestly, if there are people that would love to get together to play Bioshock 2's multiplayer again, that would be awesome. I'd love to play it again. Such a fun multiplayer, man. So fun. Oh, man. The days, the days. Oh, man, the days. Yeah, I remember that. Winch is telling you all the truth, by the way. And so, Winch bought Burn Zombie Burn on PS3, like I did back in the days. And I played Burn Zombie Burn on PS3, and I was just an expert on it straight away, really. I don't know why I was so good at Burn Zombie Burn, if I'm honest, but I just was. I just seemed to have the ability to really be quite good at the game. But anyway, yeah, I could fly through the levels really quickly and actually unlock them all. And Burn Zombie Burn is one of those games where you have to get to like a particular wave and get so many kills, etc., to be able to unlock the later levels. And I'm gonna be honest, it was actually quite difficult. It really was challenging to be able to unlock some of those later levels in Burn Zombie Burn. It wasn't an easy game by any means. And yeah, I remember Winch, he got to like, I think the 3rd level? I think so. Pretty sure he got to the 3rd level. The graveyard or possibly the movie theatre sort of area. And he just got stuck and he couldn't get any further. So then he invited me round back in the days, even though I went round to this place quite frequently. But still, yeah, he invited me round, and then in the end I ended up basically unlocking all the levels for him on Burn Zombie Burn. So yeah, he got to experience the whole game thanks to me. And then of course Burn Zombie Burn in Space came out. That was great fun, that was really good, I enjoyed that. And then the one that kills me to this very day, it hurts my soul this, that never released, was Zombie Sushi. Oh man, the DLC that was always planned and advertised, Burn Zombie Burn Sushi, that never released because the company went bust. The pain I feel in my soul that I will never get to play that. There are literally trophies for the damn thing on the PlayStation. There are trophies for Burn Zombie Burn Sushi, and you can't unlock them because the freaking DLC never released. They even put out advertisement videos for it, pictures, everything, and it never came out. Oh, I would kill to find the dev build of that DLC just to be able to play that. I would love to be able to play it. Oh, it hurts that. It hurts the soul. I miss Burn Zombie Burn, but at the same time, man, I would love to see sushi, but we're never gonna see sushi. It's so sad. There's the funny thing, actually, which you might be interested to know this, the studio that made Burn Zombie Burn was actually in Guildford. Did you know that? But yeah, maybe the studio's office is still there with the hard drives with it all on. Maybe we can go and get the hard drive. Anyway, this stream has been weird. It's not just a stream of fat HB, it's a stream of nostalgia at the moment. It's huge nostalgia going on. You'd be down for Bioshock shit? That's what I like to hear. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to promote the watch party, Bajorn. In case anyone wants to go and join the watch party, which is the Discord chat party where you can watch the stream as well and chat to each other, then that's live in the Discord server. Feel free to go and join Bajorn, who's sitting there on his own right now. I completely forgot to promote that. I'm sorry, Bajorn. But yeah, anyway, if you want to go and have a chat with him and anyone else, feel free. The Discord server is always open. Also, I should probably mention this now, that there's been quite a few and I know that the admins are going to probably sit down with me in a voice chat soon, in the admin voice chat, by the way, to talk about this. There are some game nights happening now on the server where basically we can all get together and actually play some multiplayer games together. It not only gives you a chance, of course, to get to know other people on the server, but, you know, it's just like a fun time to play online with people, right? And yeah, when I eventually get some time, which should be quite soon, hopefully, then yeah, of course, I'm going to join people as well. But yeah, so right now, the first Forest game is the one that's being played by people in the Discord server in the evenings. So yeah, if you want to jump in the multiplayer action and play with some people on the Discord server and just get to know people, etc., then there's your go-to. right there. But yeah, chips down for Bioshock 2 multiplayer. That's what I like to hear. Obviously, just so people know, unless it still works, I'll have to check that, but I don't think it does. Then we'll probably have to play Bioshock 2's multiplayer on either the 360 or the PS3, probably the 360. But yeah, or the Xbox One if it's backwards compatible and stuff like that. But yeah, the PC version, I'm not sure if it still works, the online. I'd have to have a look. Also, if it has games for Windows Live, then I can't really be asked to go through all that bollocks again. So I'd rather just play it on the 360 at that point. But yeah, anyway, no, that'd be cool. Is there any way to play Bioshock online these days? Well, I know obviously you can still play it online on the 360 and the PS3. The servers are still running. I'm not sure about the old Bioshock 2 on Steam, whether that still works and whether it is via Games for Windows Live. If it's via Games for Windows Live, then the answer is basically no. But I'm not certain. I'll have to look into it. I don't know. I'm not even sure if you can still buy the old Bioshock 2 anymore to have the online experience in it through Steam, because of course the remaster came out. But I still have the old one in my lovely library. It's still there. So yeah, I'll have to have a look at some point. But either way, I mean, if people are down to play Bioshock 2's multiplayer, even if it is back on the Xbox, I'd be so down just to be able to experience that game online again. It's been so many years since I last played it, but it was so much fun. I loved that game. Oh man. Sounds like we've got a few people that are interested in the Bioshock 2 multiplayer. I'm excited by this. I'm really excited to see that people want to get involved with the Bioshock 2 multiplayer. I like that. Ah! Got some bad news for you, Deep. It's fixed for the most part, what you two mentioned, by the way, Omega and Deep, regarding objects not teleporting in fat mode, except for in the library, where it is still doing it. And yes, for your information, both of you, I have put in the changes that were needed. So this is still a problem in the library. So Deep, you might want to potentially take a look at this, if it's something that can be fixed for the library. I'm sure it can be. But yes, anyway, there you go. I wonder what this will do. Okay. Interesting. Right, anyway. We have looked at all the secrets in the library already, except for, of course, the bonus levels. So let's go and do the bonus levels. Oh, also, Gavin, welcome to the stream. I probably missed you earlier, Gavin. I'm sorry about that. There was a huge gaming nostalgia experience going on, which is something that really can't be helped. But yes, either way. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Gavin. Welcome to the stream. Will I ever do skinny mode? Yeah, I'll probably do skinny mode at some point. To be fair, I kind of already planned on skinny mode at some point in the future. It's just more that, well, I've been focusing on fat mode all the time because people want fat mode. But no, I will do skinny mode. I did actually send skinny mode pictures to some of my admins a long while ago now. So they know that I've already mucked around with it. I'm pretty sure we did this secret, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we didn't. We might not have done this secret, actually. This might be the only secret we didn't do in the library. Yeah, this might be the only secret we didn't do. So let's do it. Yeah, we should take a look at Bioshock 2 Classic. We're going to have to call it Bioshock 2 Classic now, aren't we? We can't call it Bioshock 2 anymore, can we? Because, of course, it's not really Bioshock 2 now. It's Bioshock 2 Classic, because you've got Bioshock 2 Remastered. But anyway, yeah, we should take a look at that at some point on PC. I really don't know what that is going to be like now. I know that that game used to have Games Windows Live in it as a definite on PC. I don't know if it still does, because obviously I know a lot of the companies remove Games Windows Live from their games, but not all of them did. And in the case of like Bioshock 2, if it's got Games Windows Live in it, then I'm not going to play it on PC through that. I'm not interested in dealing with Games Windows Live. Especially as I know that the only working Games Windows Live client is not even the official one anymore. So I'm not particularly interested in doing that sort of thing. That's why I use the Games Windows Live remover on games like Operation Raccoon City now on PC. So that way I can actually play them at least solo. Because I'm just not interested in going through all that. Especially not with how literally every multiplayer game on the planet these days seems to be super insecure. So yeah, not worth the risk in my personal opinion with Games Windows Live. But yeah, we should have a look, definitely. It would be worth it. And of course, if people have Bioshock 2 Classic on PC, then if it doesn't have Games Windows Live in it, it would be a great opportunity to install that and everyone can just jump on and play Bioshock 2 once again. And that would be really cool. Ooh, Christ, hello spider. Does Bioshock 2 have LAN multiplayer? Christ, I have no idea. Maybe. You'd have to have a look into that again, I'm afraid. I don't know. Really don't know. Possibly. Oh, they did patch it, did they? Phantom? They patched Bioshock 2 then, 2K in the end. That's good. Interesting. Deep, I have something to show you. Is there meant to be a Spongify tile here? What's going on? Oh, there is, but it's like in the... Oh, I see. That's really weird. Ignore that, Deep. That's just fat mode being fat mode. Anyway. That confused me a lot, actually, fat mode there. Anyway, that's good to hear then that Games Windows Live is no longer on that game and it is now actually officially on Steam. Now we just need to know if the Steam servers are up for the multiplayer or not. That would be important to know. But of course, what we can do on Bioshock 2, if the multiplayer is working, is you can obviously go and play the, you know, a private match. Just invite everyone into a private match and play it, you know, that way. That would be so good. I would love to play Bioshock 2's multiplayer once again. That would be awesome. It's been so many years since I last played that. So many years. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm questioning, what Winch has said there, actually. Because Winch has said, you know, them getting rid of Games Windows Live, does that mean that the servers are working? Because it's true, are the servers actually working? Or have they just taken out Games Windows Live and not bothered to patch in the multiplayer again? Which I know has been done on quite a few games. Obviously, you get games like, for example, Resident Evil 5, which of course had Games Windows Live, but you know, they removed that, but they also put in Steamworks multiplayer onto Resident Evil 5, so as a result it you know, it works online. But there are lots of games where they haven't done that sort of thing and they've just left them offline. A good example is Grand Theft Auto 4. That no longer has any kind of multiplayer on PC because of course they removed Games Windows Live, and because Rockstar are a bit lazy, let's be real here, they couldn't be bothered to go and put the multiplayer on it properly. I mean, I'm not really complaining considering how secure GTA 5's online is. I can't say that we're missing out on much. Probably be the most horrendously hacked thing ever. Right, which one should we do first? Let's do them the opposite way round. Let's go and do the demo 2 first. These are the demos, by the way. They were showcased at E3.
Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go!
In Alex's head, it's been 84 years. It probably has been 84 years at this point. That's what it feels like for me, to be honest, when it comes to playing Black Ops 3 online now. It feels like it's been decades since I played that online with friends again. On zombies and that. And that's kind of horrifying for me.
I'm always happy to give student things.
It is horrifying. It is at least playable online with the serious patch, but I mean, again, you still got to question it a little bit. But yeah, at least it's playable. What's really sad is that Cold War is kind of now unplayable for people like me who are streamers. I think the casual player should be alright, but anyone that's a streamer or whatever, nah. Our days on Cold War are ended. Unless, of course, the recent update, which just came out, I think, 2 or 3 days ago, has managed to patch it properly this time. Notice I say properly. If it has, then that'd be great. It means I could go back and play Black Ops Cold War once again. Which, by the way, I really enjoy the zombies on Black Ops Cold War. So it's kind of sad for me not being able to play that. Because it's an always online game, of course. And people do attack me on that game because I have streamed that game, and of course I'm a content creator, and as a result these people attack content creators, so I can't just launch it and play it anymore, which is really annoying. But anyway, hopefully they have patched it properly this time. I haven't actually seen anyone talk about the patch though that they just released with Black Ops Cold War, so I'm not sure to the extent of how good the patch even is, but hell, maybe it's good, maybe it's awful. Either way, it would be really nice if it fixes it. I would quite like to play Cold War again. Oh, by the way, Winch, just because I know that we played Black Ops 4... Oh my god, there's a lot of beans. I know we played Black Ops 4, of course, just before you went on holiday, because we played it back in March, right? March or May? April? I can't remember when it was. I think it was April. But anyway, we played it back then. When, you know, Treyarch had just patched it. But sadly, my friend, that is now the last that I will probably ever be able to play Black Ops 4 on PC. Because of course the mob menu thing is now a problem on Black Ops 4 again. And yes, for your info, I have been kicked offline multiple times now on Black Ops 4. So yes, I can't play that game anymore. And I really doubt that Treyarch is going to be patching that anytime soon, if ever. So all I can really hope for is that there is a custom client made for Black Ops 4 now on PC. I know that there is apparently one in the works, but it's not even remotely close to being finished. And I wouldn't even be surprised if good old Activision, or Shitvision as I think they should be called now, decides to come along, and I'm gonna die if I don't do this. What? I went in the room, damn it. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, to be honest, they just end up shutting it down. Like they did with Boy and X-Labs. So now I can't play... Well, literally I can't play Ghosts or Advanced Warfare on PC anymore. Because they're no longer safe. I could with X-Labs. I could play it. I could play both of them. Not any longer. All thanks to Activision. So yeah, that's the end of that. Black Ops 4 Zombies, I agree with. Black Ops 4 Zombies is special. It's great fun. I love BO4 Zombies, and I know when we revisited it recently, I had tons of fun playing that with you. Because it is a really fun game to play. You know, it's a really, really good game. I think people judge it harshly. It's got some great maps in it, and honestly, overall, it's a really fun experience to play co-op. But, you know, that's it. What do I do? There's nothing I can do. It really sucks. At least in the case of Black Ops 3, I could play it online with people like you, which if we used a serious patch, but we have to use that patch to be able to do it. Otherwise, we can't play it online. It is unplayable online. But yeah, we don't have that luxury with BO4 anymore. And then, of course, like I said, with Cold War, unless the patches that Treyarch have been doing actually are working, which the last 2 patches didn't work, I don't know about this new one, then yeah, I won't be playing Cold War with you at all. So yeah, that'll be the end of that one. I probably should actually warn people right now in the case of Infinite Warfare, because I saw this recently. The Infinite Warfare, despite the fact that its multiplayer servers don't work if you try and play the multiplayer normally, the actual game is full of rat exploits. And it really is. That one's worse than Black Ops 3 actually. So my advice to everyone right now, because that game again is an always online game, Infinite Warfare, don't play it on PC. If you're going to play Infinite Warfare, play it on console. Do not play that on PC. That is dangerous. Even just playing solo zombies is dangerous. And the reason why, by the way, I should explain this, why the rat exploits are really quite dangerous in the case of just playing solo now as well, is because of the mob menu issue where people can just join you whenever they want now. It means that they could just join you when you're playing solo and then attack you with a rat exploit. So unfortunately, you're not really safe solo anymore, which really sucks. But yes, anyway, I thought I should mention that. Infinite Warfare, don't play it on PC. For the love of God, don't play it on PC. At all. If you're going to play it, or you want to play the campaign or anything like that, just play it on console. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Oh, you bastard. You had to activate, didn't you? Really? How did you miss that shield? Shield. I'm not playing HP 3, damn it. Oh well. Anyway, I, to be honest, am quite sad about Black Ops 4 in particular, because I really love that game, and it's just annoying to me that I can't play it anymore. But what can you do? All I can hope for at this point regarding those games is that some custom clients come out for them, which, you know, I know there is one for BO4 in development. Hopefully that will be finalised at some point soon, and then I can play BO4 again. But the normal way, not anymore. It's sad. It really is sad. It's also annoying for me in general as a content creator, and other content creators too, because, you know, if you like our kind of livelihoods run on these games, right, and being able to cover COD Zombies, and you know, if we can't play the games, then of course, what do you do? Now, of course, I have multiple other games that I can play, which I do, as you already know. But a lot of COD Zombie YouTubers don't have that luxury. You know, they literally have no way to just go and, you know, casually go on a different game, and that's that. That's not how it works. Are you serious, game? Alright, fine. Yeah, I didn't think we would make it across in time. Oh well. We'll do it again. Anyway, I should read the chat. Only team deathmatch is playable on older CODs. I don't know about that, mate. If you're playing on console, sure. If you're playing on PC, I wouldn't play anything on multiplayer unless it's through plutonium, for the love of God. That's like just basically telling your PC it wants suicidal. But yeah. Anyway. I meant to read what Creative mentioned earlier regarding the other stuff. Kane and Lynch, Dead Man, I love that game. I still wasn't bothered to patch it. Yeah, so regarding that, Phantom, they probably won't patch it. There was this point on Steam back in 2021 where Valve issued effectively like a threat to all the different companies that still had games on their storefront with games for Windows Live. in them, which was that you had to remove Games with Windows Live from the game and take it off the storefront until you fix the game and remove Games with Windows Live from it properly. That was Valve that did that, and to be honest, I'm glad they did it, because they are basically saying the game doesn't work unless you do other fixes. But yeah, they took that off because they had no choice. They're never going to fix Kane and Lynch, I don't think. That's a goner. But if you want to play it on PC, by the way, you can use the Games for Windows Live removal tool. That's what I use, like I said, to play a lot of Games for Windows Live games that I have in my library on PC. Obviously, you can't play them online, but you can play the games entirely solo, and you don't need to install the Games for Windows Live client at all on your PC, and you're good to go. I know Winch, of course, also has used that for games like Quantum of Solace, James Bond. So, yeah. Seriously, if you want to go and play Kane and Lynch 1, then just do yourself a favour. Oh, you prick. I can't be bothered. We're doing this. Anyway, yeah, if you want to go and play that, then just go and use the Games for Windows Live removal tool. I've got it linked in my Discord server, by the way, Creative. It's in the fixes area. So just go and use that. Honestly, one of the greatest fixes ever made, that. Really is. So yeah, definitely worthwhile. Some companies, by the way, are going to fix their games with Games for Windows Live, sure, but a lot of them probably won't. I'm questioning as to what potentially Capcom is going to do regarding like their games that still have Games for Windows Live in them, which they took down. So those are things like
Good job, Harry.
what are they called? Oh god, what are they called? Lost Planet. So Lost Planet 1 and Lost Planet 2. I don't know if they'll fix those and get rid of it properly. Maybe. And likewise Operation Raccoon City. Now the nice thing about Operation Raccoon City is there was actually some activity on the Steam database from Capcom regarding that. But at the same time, what is a little bit more concerning to me is that they've recently did a update to the Steam page for Operation Raccoon City, which is that they've just completely removed it from Steam for good. Now, there is a possibility for them doing that, and it is a possibility, which is okay, I'm gonna have to do this, which is that they potentially are removing it completely from Steam in order to put an updated version onto Steam, which you can then use instead. They did do that, to be fair, Capcom, with Resident Evil 5, where they took the old one completely off of Steam and put a new one on, which had no Games for Windows Live and stuff in it, or like barely anything in it. So potentially that's what they're doing. Just potentially. I don't know if they are going to do it though. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. And as for Operation Raccoon City, it's currently the only... Yeah, it is actually the only Resident Evil game on PC that still has Games for Windows Live inside of it. Which annoys me. It really does annoy me. It's the only one on there. So unnecessary. But like I said, at least you can play that if you wanted to with the Games for Windows Live fix, which is good. So yeah, I'm happy. Bioshock 2 multiplayer works, but very rare number of players on it. Nice. I'm glad to hear it somewhat works. What we'll do though, Creative... Oh, look, there's Bloody Baron. I don't remember him being in this before. But anyway, I've said that, I think, 5 times today in this stream with the Bloody Baron. But yeah, anyway. Bioshock 2, we don't need to worry about other people playing online, like random people, because we're not going to play with random people. We're just going to play us lot together. I'd rather not play with random people, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just play with us lot together. We're just playing a private game. So yeah, we're all good. But if it works like you claim it does, then yeah, awesome. Sounds like we can all play Bioshock 2 multiplayer on PC, which I'm pretty hyped for, actually. I'm excited for that. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that. Nice work. Should be possible for us all to play it then. Yeah, it should. I don't see why not. If you've actually launched the game, checked it, then yeah, we're all good. That's awesome. And of course, I hope everyone has the DLC, because that game had some killer DLC maps, man. Some killer DLC maps. If you haven't got the DLC for the game, you should get it. Go and get it. Honestly, some really good multiplayer maps in the DLC. Really damn good. So yeah, worthwhile getting those. Right, I'm already excited. I get to relive my freaking childhood, damn it. I will be able to relive my childhood playing Bioshock 2 multiplayer. Oh man, this is going to be one hell of a trip down memory lane, this one. That's going to be exciting though, getting multiple people as well, like from the server together to play it too. That'll be cool. So I'm pleased to hear that. Pleased to hear it. Oh god, the turtle beaches, man. I remember them. I actually found a pair of turtle beaches from my Xbox 360 days. They went in the bin. So yeah, there you go. I found that pair of turtle beaches that went straight in the bin. Anyway, I'm pretty sure from my memory Bioshock 2 allows you to host private games. I think. Could be wrong, but I think it does. Surely does. Granted, it has been a long time since I've seen the Bioshock 2 multiplayer menu, so can't really confirm that. Ah! Jesus Christ. I'd be a little surprised, to be fair, if Bioshock 2 didn't allow you to host a private game. I don't know about server, but at least a private game. Sure it did in the past. Sure it did. It does let you do private matches, awesome. Yeah, there you go then, we're all good. I thought it did. So yeah, sounds like we're all set. That's really cool. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, man. Spongify indeed. Spongify. Hello Fly, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. You've been missing out on all the nostalgia, my friend Fly. Endless amounts of nostalgia going on in today's stream. I kid you not, endless. It's remarkable. Oh wait, I didn't get the bollocks. There's nothing I can do now. I'm gonna have to use debug to get it. Oh well. I forgot to go get it. There's a secret. Oh no, I did. No, it's alright. I didn't forget it. It's fine. Do I have a favourite James Bond film? I mean, to be honest, probably Casino Royale is my favourite film. But it's the only Daniel Craig James Bond that I particularly like. I'm not really a big fan of his other films. But I really liked all of the films with Piers in them. They were really good. And easy. But yeah, like obviously, you know, films like GoldenEye, World Is Not Enough. Awesome films right there. I wish I'd checked YouTube sooner. Yes, you probably would have loved some of the stuff we were talking about. But there we are. We even brought up Time Splitters at one point. You missed out. Time Splitters was mentioned.
I once have a Hungarian pastry with nothing but sulfur-flavoured Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he probably is the best James Bond by far. I agree. His is definitely the best. He's also got some of the best games ever in the James Bond series. I mean, James Bond Nightfire, absolute freaking legend of a game right there. Legend of a game. You can't get any better than that. It's still the best James Bond game to this day, in my opinion. Not the PC port, that's a diabolical abomination we try not to talk about. But in the case of the console port, Nightfire, oh man, what a game, man. What a game. I'll never forget when Winch played the PC port of James Bond Nightfire. And he ended up jumping in the truck and just... You're not allowed to do it basically on the PC port. You can't jump in the truck, but you could clip in it. And he jumped in it, he just got flung off the cliff. It was absolutely hilarious. Honestly, what a terrible port though. I just... The thing is, when I see the name Gearbox... It is Gearbox, isn't it? Yeah, it is Gearbox. When I see that name on anything other than Borderlands, I instantly question it. Because they, as far as I'm concerned, have not had any real good games other than Borderlands. It's like the series that they are actually capable of definitely making is Borderlands. But then everything else has been an absolute failure. Duke Nukem Forever, utter failure. Aliens Colonial Marines, an abomination. James Bond Nightfire PC, an abomination. I mean, it's not a good track record. That's all I can say. Whoa. Oh yeah, also Creative, did you see, because I know that you're a big multiplayer fan for COD, did you see that David Vonderhaar's quit Treyarch? After 18 years of working at Treyarch, my man was creating Call of Duty 2, the big red ones multiplayer, for Christ's sake. The big red one. Most people have probably never even played that. I have, but most people probably have never played that at all in this chat. But the point is, that is an incredibly long time at Treyarch. 18 years. But he left. He quit yesterday. He's no longer working at Treyarch. So he will not be in charge of Treyarch's 2024 multiplayer. Christ knows who will be. But yeah, he's gone. It literally is an end of an era. I mean, Vonderhaar created easily the greatest multiplayer for COD. I mean, he's the most innovative man ever when it comes to multiplayer, actually. He was really quite a special guy for creating multiplayer for COD. And yeah, he's completely gone. And you can blame Activision entirely for that. But anyway, he's gone. We got all the secrets, haven't we? Oh no, we haven't. Which secrets have we not got? I'm trying to remember which ones we haven't got, but there's so much random debris in the way, I can't figure it out. Love it. Okay. Have we been in here? Yes. Right. I think I know which one we haven't got. Is it the Spongifier one? I think it is the Spongifier one. Yeah, I think you can leave it with me, Winch, regarding Bioshock 2's multiplayer and when we can play that. I'll have a word with the admins properly in a voice chat about it. Because like I said, we've got like these game night things going on, so we'll see if we can, well, maybe I don't know. Anyway, we'll see if we can figure out like a good day that will work for everyone. I'll have a chat with the admins about it to get it organised. So, once that meeting has commenced, then yeah, we'll go on that. I'd like to add as well that we will in that chat admins talk about more than just Bioshock 2's multiplayer, of course. We're going to talk about other things regarding like getting people more involved in the server, as well as stuff regarding game nights, etc. I think it's time that we really start getting a bit more involvement with the server now. So I think as the admins are my go-to people, who are people that they're, you know, to make sure that everyone has an awesome time and to get everyone lively in that. I'm going to have a meeting with the admins and see what we can do. But yes, we'll talk about Bioshock 2 multiplayer there. And of course, what we can do then is do promotions for Bioshock 2 multiplayer as well, which will be cool. Also, I didn't look where that opened. Where the hell did that open? Was it downstairs? I think it was downstairs. We've got Bioshock 2 Classic on your Steam all ready to go, Chip. Nice. Ah, here it is. Yeah, honestly, any other people that want to join in Bioshock 2's multiplayer, then feel free to install it and get it all primed and ready. We'll put an announcement about it, of course, in the Discord server as well, so that way, you know, people actually know about it. Or if one of the admins want to do it right now, feel free. Just a general announcement saying if people have Bioshock 2 on PC, the original Bioshock 2, do put the original, and you want to play the multiplayer, then install it, because we're going to do a game night for it. Will I stream it? I don't know, actually. Maybe? Maybe not. I'll think about it. I might stream it, I might not. I don't know, I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I just thought about playing it. But yeah, maybe I'll stream it, maybe. There we go, yeah, we've got all the secrets there. Ah, even John's got to get Bioshock 2 ready, blimey. God, we got a whole freaking party here getting ready to join in. Join in the action, man. God, this could be a really decently populated Bioshock 2 multiplayer here. This could be exciting stuff. Like I said, if you don't have the DLC maps, you should really go and get them. They are really damn good DLC multiplayer maps, those. Worthwhile getting. Right, let's go and do some quidditch and some dueling. That's a fair point, Winch. I mean, to be fair, I could record it if I don't stream it. I haven't decided. I'll either do... screw it. If I don't stream it, I think I will definitely record it. Either way.
Did you see what Hermione was wearing? Typical mudblood outfit.
What? You mean school uniform? Fair enough. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, either way. If I don't stream Bioshock 2's multiplayer, then I will record it. I might record it in some ways, I don't know. I'll think about that. Oh man, it's gonna be a day that. Going back to Bioshock 2 multiplayer, that's gonna bring back some serious memories. Oh, it means we can play the game mode capture the little sister as well in that. I remember that used to be a pain in the arse to actually get on and have some population to it. Because, you know, not as many... Oh, this is actually quite well laid out. That's nice. But yeah, it used to be a pain in the arse trying to play that game mode online. I remember when I did get to play it every once in a while. It was a really fun mode. It's just, it was so hard to play it online. But yeah, either way, really awesome stuff. Really awesome. I actually would look forward to go and play that again. Hell, This will be a good chance for anybody that wants to get online achievements. You can get them now. If you care about that thing. But yeah, if you want them, then you can go and get them now. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I'm going to record it and keep it for myself. Indeed, Bjorn. I'm just going to store it on a hard drive and never release it for anyone to see. I'll do a burn zombie burn sushi. I'll make it but never do anything with it. Totally. Ba-doom.
Gryffindor has won the match. We hope you've enjoyed today's contest. This is Lee Jordan.
We may catch something memeable. You'll probably catch something memeable inside of a Bioshock 2 multiplayer. I mean, that's kind of a given. Because it's, you know, Bioshock 2. And to be fair, you can do some pretty wacky stuff in that multiplayer from my memory. So yeah, I would expect some memes. I'm still surprised there's never been an out of context JokerAlex account that's ever been made. Genuinely really surprised by that. I thought there would have been one by now. But there hasn't been just yet. Give it time, you never know. Or there might have been one potentially on X, as I have to call it now, not Twitter. But then Elon Musk went on a banning spree of all these accounts lately, so it got banned. Who knows? What was that about? Chickens? I'm sorry, you what? Somebody was talking about chickens. Call that beating? No, I call it kicking, my friend. I literally kicked some poor female Quidditch player who is totally meant to be Cho Chang, but looks nothing like Cho Chang in the head. Eat that. Posted announcement, nice one, Phantom, nice one.
After another fine match of Quidditch at Hogwarts, this is Lee Jordan signing off.
I think Winch just wants me to stream or record it, by the way, just because I did one with him on Cold War Zombies, and to be brutally honest, it was absolutely hysterical. Yeah, that video. That was certainly hilarious.
Here comes the Gryffindor Seeker. Oh, and he's lost it. Hunter of Gryffindor narrowly missed his swing.
He turns. He can't turn because it's impossible to turn.
Money does you no good up here, does it, Malfoy?
It's her sister who loves to eat Cho Chungus. You what now, mate? Mike, what are you on, my friend? What are you on? What? Did I just hear that quote correctly? I'm pretty sure a Gryffindor just said Malfoy's rear is non-magical. Jesus Christ.
Gryffindor wins. Good evening from me, Lee Jordan.
Scared to set up an X account? I wouldn't be scared, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be scared at all. It's only Musk, who, to be honest, has absolutely, completely and utterly destroyed a platform that is the most popular social media platform out there. But don't worry, people are still getting by well. Just about.
We all know what that is. That's it. Here comes Potter.
Wait till I get to 1 million subs. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's a long way off yet, I think. Very long way off. I wouldn't get too excited about that happening anytime soon. Hell, at that point, I'd be surprised if I'm still doing YouTube. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? Hey Winch, by the way, when you come over at some point soon, because I know you are coming here at some point soon, I want to sit down with you and look at doing review stuff with you. What I mean by that is like getting good setups for it and things, because of course you gave me the turntable thing. And you know I want to do reviews, so it'd be good to get a decent setup for it. And I know you know a lot about setting up good cameras and stuff, so yeah, it'd be a good idea. Totally not, revealing in any way that I might be doing reviews in the future. None of you heard that whatsoever. None of you. It's all just imaginary voice in your head.
It's a great day for a Quidditch match. Rain or shine, day or night. Poor clumps on the pitch or ghouls in the stands. Nothing keeps the crowds away from a Quidditch match. The pitch is ready.
Yeah, to be honest, Bjorn, if you've never played Bioshock before in your life, you don't need to worry about the whole story or anything like that. Or any of the other actual, main gameplay mechanics for the most part of Bioshock. Because it's just like your average shooter, pretty much. The only thing you will need to obviously learn is the plasmid stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, that takes you 2 seconds to learn. But that's it. That's the only thing you'd have to learn. Otherwise, you don't need to worry about story and stuff. But I would recommend that you play the Bioshock games if you haven't played them properly yet. Especially Bioshock 1. Easily the best Bioshock game ever made. But yeah, you should definitely go and buy them. Go and play them. They're great games. Really good games. Really good. Really good. 100% recommend them. And if you want a way to play the remastered titles, Bioshock 1 and 2 remastered, without having this stupid new 2K launcher installed on your PC, I have a way of doing that. I think it's in the Discord server. If it isn't, I'll put it in the Discord server at some point. It's really easy to do. You just put a command line in on Steam and it gets rid of their shitty launcher that is completely unnecessary for those games. So yeah, there you go.
It's a great day for a Quidditch match. The whole season has been... The snitch is in play.
The Slytherin Seeker is not here.
The snitch narrowly evades Malfoy. Potter's going for it. And the action has moved into the trench surrounding the pitch.
You didn't really get Bioshock. How can you not get Bioshock? It's obvious what it is. It's so obvious. But either way, it's good. You'll enjoy it. Especially the multiplayer. I think I've legitimately lost Malfoy. I have legitimately lost him. He's just gone.
This year's winner of the Quidditch Cup, Gryffindor!
That'd be awesome if you could bring that round, to be honest, Winch. I appreciate that. That would be really good.
This year.
I assume you have no room inside the place that you're living now for that, do you, anymore, Winch? Like for setting that up where you live now? Because I know it was quite cramped or whatever. even if you haven't played the Bioshock games, I do strongly recommend that people do actually go and download and install them to actually play, you know, with everyone else.
Hey Harry, want to trade? We buy in
Oh my god, that's a bit
I have
close.
Nimbus 2001, the best model available to the general public.
Press on the yes button to accept the trade or the no button to decline.
Yeah, just addressing what Chip said earlier on in the chat, which I know he was responding back to Bjorn about it. Yeah, the plan is that we are going to, as admins, well, myself and the admins, sit down and create proper schedules of some kind that can be used to then basically allow people to have these game nights. So at least there is at least 1 or 2 a week. That way then people can easily come and play those with each other and have a good time. Obviously, it doesn't mean everyone has to attend those every single week. I'm not expecting that. But, you know, it's at least some kind of schedule there so then people can come along and actually get to know new people, play with people they've known for a while, etc. And just have a good time, right? That's the whole purpose of it. So, yeah, there will be a proper schedule set up. Like I said, I will have a chat with all of the admins properly about it, as well as multiple other things that I'm going to be doing with the admins. So, yeah, there's going to be like proper talks about it. Anyway. You didn't get what was good about Bioshock 1? You what? You didn't get what was good about Bioshock 1? It should be obvious on the get-go, no? Awesome game, damn it. Awesome. I will not hear any blasphemy about Bioshock 1. If I hear it, there will be consequences. Deathly Hallows roll is just around the corner. Anyway. I love the way they remodeled.
You are a most discerning shopper,
Such
Harry.
a cool remodel.
Sorry,
and colour
friend.
as well for the Nimbus
I'm out of stock
2001.
right now. Come back later.
Hey, Harry, want to trade? We have the best values in Hogwarts.
Oh, calm down, mate. I'd be able to set it up here just about. Not quite as much room, yeah, as I had with the old flat, though. Yeah. I get that.
Hey, Harry, want to trade? We have the best values in... I have Quidditch armour, just like the Chudley Cannons wear.
But I'm guessing you would probably struggle recording voice stuff there, though, right?
I'm
or
sure
would that
you'll
be
be happy
alright?
with your purchase, Harry. Sorry, Harry, I haven't got anything to sell you at the moment.
No, I do get what you mean, Bjorn. That you didn't see what was really good about the game. I get that. But I'm not accepting it. But I get it. Doesn't mean I'm going to accept that.
Here's the entrance hall.
Here's the entrance hall. It'd be the same, would it? Huh. Interesting. Fair enough. I wasn't sure whether it would be the same there or not. Right. You. Duel me. Oh. Nice and close and personal.
Potter, you will now duel a member of your own team. Don't expect any special treatment.
It's really nice to see a fixed HUD in dueling now. You know, like the actual HUD icons are where they're supposed to be, rather than like inside one another.
Potter has beaten a fellow Gryffindor. How very disloyal.
Hectic and stuff. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Bioshock is quite a hectic game, to be fair. Especially if you played Bioshock Infinite, I would say that that's easily the most hectic out of all three of them. Hands down. With the introduction, of course, of the grapple hook thing, that makes it more hectic. Yeah, I would agree they are quite hectic games.
May I now
but again, maybe I've just played way too many hectic games. I probably have, to be honest. I've played probably way too many hectic games that I almost consider Bioshock. Well, no, I do consider Bioshock tame. Very tame. Harry does indeed inflate. He is an inflator. Yeah, I agree with Winch there. The fact that, you know, the hecticness is kind of what makes the multiplayer really fun. Especially, like I mentioned earlier, the whole thing with the like adding traps into the multiplayer and like setting off traps and things. That's really cool. I like that hectic style as well.
Hufflepuff will today beat Duel, the famous Harry Potter.
Expelliarmus!
Deals a surprise blow and hits
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
I love this favoritism from Snape.
If you let your guard down, Hufflepuff.
It's got so much random favoritism and it's great.
The strength and agility of Hufflepuff were too great for you, Potter.
What? What do you mean? Whatever. Anyway. You never got to play the multiplayer. You missed out, shit. You really did miss out. Man, what a multiplayer you missed out on. Loads of fun, man. Loads of fun. So yeah, definitely. 100% something you want to play.
Hufflepuff will today beat.
Oh my god, now that is one hell of an FOV. Wow. That is what I call a proper FOV right there. Jesus. I'm ready with my super high FOV. I'm not really sure why the FOV's done that, but okay.
Hufflepuff were too great for you.
Anyway, I was only talking about the beginning of the game. Yeah. Well, I like to add Bajoran that applies to the entire series. Not just the beginning of Bioshock 1, which honestly is pretty tame.
Hufflepuff will today
beat Duel, the famous Harry Potter. Anyway, I should actually win this duel, shouldn't I? Rather than constantly focusing on the chat and just not paying attention to the boring dueling.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Actually beat Hufflepuff. Must be a fluke.
It's a fluke. Imagine Harry with helium. Phew! Well, I mean, he does, technically speaking, have helium. Well, not himself, but whatever she was to him. I can't remember what she was. But anyway, her, the fat woman in the end, who becomes a balloon in Prisoner of Azkaban. Her. I can't remember her name or anything. She just exists.
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Potter get to you.
Strike him back.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Hurry up! Come on! Jesus!
Slytherin. How disappointing.
Aunt Mage, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me. Thank you, Pupmax. Also, welcome to the stream, unless you've been here for a while. I don't know. But either way, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. That was a very long duel, that. That was a proper back and forth there. I'm not a fan of most multiplayer games, but Bioshock's multiplayer is so much fun. If you enjoyed the single player, then you'll love the multiplayer, yeah. I mean, it's fair enough, to be fair. I know that you didn't really care much about the multiplayer stuff in games, Winch. And to be fair, neither did I for a lot of games. But there were certain exceptions made. Definitely certain exceptions. And then you had things like Modern Warfare 2 when the mod menus came out, and it was just one hell of an experience. Nuke tubes just endlessly going across the map. A nuke at the very start of the bloody game. There's just endless problems with that. It was kind of funny though.
Not another hit for Potter.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer was fun. Obviously when it was hacked it was not quite as fun, but yeah, it was fun. The thing that was really fun, and Winch will remember this, is Call of Duty World at War Zombies, when you had the mod menu that made it so that you had infinite ammo, but also you never had to reload. Let me tell you, a gun that you don't think is going to be the most ridiculously over-the-top thing in the world becomes that. And that was the Kar 98K. Holy hell, that thing with infinite ammo, no reload. It's just literally a like that constantly. It made it so that when you were walking around the maps, it was actually difficult to walk because it was constantly shooting you backwards. The ray gun was just like a whole nother level of fly across the map in 2 seconds. The trench gun was absolutely hilarious. I mean, man, what what an experience. Jeez. It was so much fun though. I really enjoyed that. I loved that. It was great fun. One time where I actually would say mod menus are okay is when they do stupid things like that with the guns. That's just fun, right? Ah, Urich. Hello, Urich. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right, so let's fight the fat female Slytherin. Yes, that's something you don't expect to say every day. Right, let's do it.
Today, Potter.
You will have the pleasure of dueling the fat Slytherin house. It's not the great Slytherin house, it's the fat Slytherin house. Oh my god, stop casting Nimble Wimble. It's completely pointless. Oh my god, there is a fat student's arm getting in the way of my screen.
How disappointing.
I miss the old days when PSN was hacked and they gave everyone a free game. Yeah, I remember those days. I'm sure Winch remembers that as well. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember the horror when people were trying to play, back in my time period, zombies. Bear in mind, at that point, I also had a 360 at the time, so I wasn't quite as upset. But people were trying to play, like, Call of the Dead, I think it was at the time, and it had literally just released at that point. Bang on when the hack happened. So most people didn't get the chance to actually go and download and play it. And of course, no one could play it online on the PS3 at the time, which really pissed off the PS3 players. But, hey. Oh, what a time period that was.
Your next
That hack also lasted a very, 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 very long time. Come on, cast it. Oh, for the love of God Almighty, just give me a Ritz's Emperor. I don't care about Nimble Wimble. Come on, Ritz's Emperor. There we are. Come on then. Nah, it's Nimble Wimble. We don't want Nimble Wimble. No, stop shooting Nimble Wimble. It's pointless. For the love of God Almighty. Alright, I reckon we can do it. Please don't get in the way. Yes. Ah, don't worry about Ravenclaw suffering. Ah, I can't see. There's a hand in the way. Ah, I can't see.
Looks like you've cheated to have won a match against the likes of Ravenclaw.
Oh, I'll tell you who was cheating. The NPC standing in the background. It's covering my camera. trench gun plus no reload plus infinite ammo equals zombies destroyed plus ears destroyed. Yeah, I remember the ear noise. God. The Springfield as well, like probably one of the worst guns ever in COD Zombies history, if I'm honest. It was a 2-shot to the head on round 1 on Verut. And that thing, with infinite ammo, no reload, holy hell, what a gun. It actually was quite powerful. It was decent, but yeah, if you played with the normal Springfield, it was god-awful. Yeah, man, what a thing. Yeah, when GeoHots hacks the whole of PSN, yep. And then Anonymous came along and hacks the entirety of PSN in a very extreme way. Yes. Infamous and... oh, man. Those were good. Infamous 1 and Dead Nation, fantastic games. I own both of those. But yeah, really damn good games. Dead Nation I thought was just quite a fun zombie sort of survival game that actually I don't think many people know about. It even got remastered for PS4, which was nice. And then of course Infamous 1 is just a fantastic game. If you've not played Infamous, by the way, you should definitely go and play the Infamous series. Good series, especially Infamous 1 and 2. Really damn good games. Worth playing, worth playing.
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of...
oh, I didn't mean to push that. I guess I accidentally pushed that earlier then, and that's why I got the really high field of view. Oh, these ones actually go to the edge. Please, kill her. No. Come on, we gotta kill her. Expelliarmus? That's a new one. Drink a potion. You know you want to. Even though it's prohibited, you know you want to. This is quite interesting doing it with this field of view, if I'm honest. Can you just... oh, now you cast Wit to Zembra, but at the wrong time, damn it. So who wants to get on PS Home? PS Home Online, you know you want to. I know you can't do it anyway, but yeah. PS Home Online, man, you could get your own flat all ready to go. Get your own apartment all set up. Get your burn zombie burn maze, siren blood curse maze. All that, good to go. Oh my god. Please just cast it to Zebra. Cast it. Thank you. Cast it.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Damn you.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Oh.
Expelliarmus!
I hate you. Just die already. Die. Please die. This is painful. Just die already. Go on, die. Go on, die. Yes! Finally! Go on, go on, go on, go on. Kill her. Kill her, Harry. Yes! We killed her. Nimble Wimble. How disappointing. I'm going to be honest, I've seen little bits of Starfield and I actually really don't care for it. Which is weird, because usually Bethesda games, I used to care a lot for them. You know, I quite liked Bethesda's games back in the days. But I think now, ever since Fallout 76, I've just kind of lost all respect for Bethesda. I just don't think I care anymore about anything they really do now.
Very disloyal.
I prefer id, or ID as I prefer to call them, because it sounds so much better than id. I prefer their games, much more interesting. Also, not broken beyond belief, like Bethesda's. But, you know, if Starfield ends up being good, great. But honestly, not too bothered. Now, if Bethesda were to announce a remaster of Fallout 3, they would have sold me on the spot. I would happily be sold on the spot if they remastered Fallout 3. I love Fallout 3. Great game.
Has beaten Slytherin. How disappointing.
Fallout 76 shouldn't have even existed as far as I'm concerned. Right, well, we've done all the dueling now. I think that's everything, actually, to be fair. Have we not done anything yet? No, we have done everything now, haven't we? Awesome. Well.
Attention, please. Students, attention. The headmaster wants to address you.
Silence. It isn't too late to lose house points, you know.
Put on weight quick.
This
Yeah, he did,
House
didn't he?
Cup ceremony brings the school year to an end.
Snape just
and
looks
an eventful
fantastic.
Year it was. Without further ado, I shall now present the cup to the Hogwarts house with the most points.
Think we'll take it again this year?
After you and Harry saved Hogwarts,
I should think so.
In 4th place, Hufflepuff.
Thank you for not saying last place.
In 3rd place, Ravenclaw.
Ooh, blimey.
Thank you. We find finishing in the middle to be quite adequate.
And now for the 2nd place house.
It'll be you, Gryffindors. You're naturally second best. You won't steal the house cup from Slytherin.
I've got a call from Monsters Inc. Yeah, the slug.
After barely escaping disqualification, Slytherin.
What? That means...
1st place. The house cup goes to Gryffindor.
Yes! We did it again!
I'm always watching you. Always watching you. The slug from Monsters Inc. Man, what a slug. Can't get much better than that for a slug, can you? Oh man, what a song! What a song! This is what you call peak Harry Potter music right here. Peak. This is the peak level, man. Can't get any better than this. This is definitely one of the best Harry Potter songs ever made. It's not quite the best, in my opinion, but it's definitely one of the best. Absolutely amazing soundtrack, this. Amazing soundtrack. Do I think there are better soundtracks, though? Yes, I do, actually. I'm a big fan of the Dementor theme tunes from Prisoner of Azkaban in particular. I really like those, really like them. But, yeah, you know, I like a lot of the different songs. Day Wandering, Snow Wandering, Hedwig's theme. Hell, even Buckbeak's theme is good. Shame that's one's, like, you know, copyrighted all over YouTube. But otherwise, yeah. Hell, even HP4, even though it's a pretty god-awful game, does actually have a really good soundtrack in it. Because it's written by Jeremy Soule, of course. So that's why it was quite good. But yeah, it's got a really good soundtrack in it, HP4. The main menu theme is actually super awesome in that game. I was impressed by that. Really impressed by that theme. I mean, if you make an absolute killer of a main menu theme in a game, you've already won me over. Even if the rest of your game is terrible at that point, you've won me over because I can just sit in the main menu and listen to a song. And there you go, I'm already happy. That's exactly what I said for Deathly Hallows Part 1. I'm sure some people that watched that stream in the past will remember that. Where I said, I really don't want to play this game. There's this much better kick-ass theme tune in the main menu that I'd rather just listen to this instead of playing the real game. And to be fair, I honestly would rather sit in the main menu of Deathly Hallows Part 1 listening to the theme tune than play the game. That's a problem when you know that your main menu's theme is the most exciting, interesting part of your game. Don't you know you failed? Oh yeah, the gnome song. Can't forget the gnome song. Gnome song's great. I like the gnome song. Yeah, what a theme. I wonder, let me hang on. Where is it? There it is. Not sure if there is actually any difference in loading these, but we could try it on Aragog. I don't think there is any difference, I might add. Oh, it's going to be annoying about it.
Aragog, a human is here.
Oh, I wanted to do this for you, though.
Is it Hagrid?
Because it was broken
No,
last time.
I'm a friend of Hagrid's. I came to help him.
And there's no HUD.
Why does Hagrid need help?
Some say that Hagrid released a monster long ago in Hogwarts. It killed someone and it must have come back.
It was me he released, but he sent me away. I've never gone back, and I've never hurt anyone in Hogwarts.
So you're not the guardian of the Chamber of Secrets?
No. The Guardian is an ancient creature that spiders fear above all others.
It killed a girl in the bathroom, not I.
Thank you. I think I should go now.
No, you won't. I cannot deny my children such fresh meat. Goodbye, friend of Hagrid.
If I cut those support webs with the window, I bet Aragog will fall into the pit.
Bite him, my children.
What can I say? I may have heard his lines a few too many times.
My children. My children.
Aragog is pretty quiet. He is pretty quiet. I don't know why he's so quiet. That's something I've only noticed with the extended mod. I guess there's a reason for it though. I can't actually tell how much health Aragog has, because we haven't got the HUD. There we go, he's dead. What a camera angle.
At least I learned something from Lockhart.
I don't think they do have the same noise, no. The snail's noise is much higher pitched. Amazing work, Harry.
Amazing work, Harry.
And look, I did nothing.
And look, I found Dad's car. But Hermione is being attacked.
No worries, Gavin. Thank you for coming into the stream. As always, I appreciate it. It was nice to see you.
We should get back as soon as possible. Climb in! What was the point of going in there? What have we found out? I'd like to know. That Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent.
Climb in! Right, hang on. Oh, there's the credits. Just in case anyone was interested right now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go on. Nah. This one. There we go. We need to stop doing that. There we go. Right. How could I not end this with this? I mean, look at it. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. Look at those lovely snowy graphics. They're beautiful, man. They're absolutely beautiful. Look at the state of it all. It looks fantastic. Oh, and if we have any Defindo routes, which I'm not sure we do, then I would love to show those as well. Come on, we must have some somewhere. Where are they? There they are. Look at those beauties. Look at that. Fantastic, man. So you played Amnesia the Bunker, did you, Winch? What did you think of it? Pretty tense, right? I've finished that game. It was pretty horrendously horrifying at points, I'm not going to lie. It was genuinely horrifying. But, yeah, well, it's a great game. I really loved Amnesia the Bunker when I played it, actually. Really good game. But, yeah, I mean, Christ, it has its moments of tense. It really does have its moments of tenseness. That is a word. Tenseness. There you go. But, yes, anyway. It's really good. I love Amnesia the Bunker. Great game, great game. Likewise, I'm loving Jedi Survivor. Fantastic game. I finished it recently, actually. Only a couple of bugs still, but all in all, really fantastic game. Really fantastic. And then Sons of the Forest I've been really enjoying recently on my own. Really good game that. Really enjoyed that. I played The Forest, of course, the original, but Sons of the Forest I think is a very good sequel. Sure, it obviously could do with more being added to it over time, but hey, as it stands, really good game. Really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. I got an hour in and had to turn it off. It's too tense for me. The thing I'll say about Amnesia the Bunker, because I don't want to spoil it or ruin it for people that haven't played it, of course, is it's not like other Amnesia games. Like, I will say this, other Amnesia games are tense, absolutely, and definitely have their horror moments in them, of course. But I would say that Amnesia the Bunker effectively turns that tense, terrifying level up to like literally 1,000 over the other ones. I could go back and play the other ones and not feel nearly as much horror compared to playing Amnesia the Bunker. I think the other thing with the bunker is the fact that you're in such a confined space in the bunker. As a result, it makes it even more terrifying. It really is just one of those games that I honestly think, you know, it's again kind of done, in my opinion, what Amnesia the Dark Descent did when it originally came out. It's kind of taken horror once again to another new level, which I believe Amnesia the Bunker has done. I really do believe that. I think that that game truly has given horror yet another idea of what they can do to make things much more tense in future horror games. And I know that the Bunker was extremely well received from everyone, which Rebirth wasn't really well received by everyone. Even though Rebirth is a good game, I'll admit, yeah, it's got a poor start. Very poor start. But overall, when you get past the start, which Winch actually forced me to do in the end, because I really gave up on Rebirth because I hated the beginning of it. I'm glad he did force me to go past it, because honestly it actually is a much better game when you get further into it. Rebirth, it really gets a lot better and improves, but they really screwed themselves over with making like the first hour of that game just really, really bad and boring in my personal opinion. But yeah, you know, everyone loves the Bunker, and rightfully so. It's a fantastic game. If you honestly ever see it in a sale, go and buy the Bunker and go and play it. Even if you're terrified of horrors, just put yourself through the pain, put yourself through the horror, enjoy it. It's worth it. I promise you, it is worth basically having nightmares over. Just play it. Go and play it. It'll be a game to play at yours. I won't get any further. See, I played it on my own, the Bunker, and there were definitely moments in that where it got quite challenging to go and play it properly. Like, I can play most horrors quite happily, to be honest. The only ones that annoy me are ones where you get genuine, like, constant jump scares. I hate horrors like that where they just throw jump scares at you constantly. I think it's cheap horror, and it's something that really is kind of pathetic. It's the sort of thing that I expect as well from, like, you know, devs that just want to get quick horror done rather than actually put some real effort into writing horror and actually making psychological horror and things like that. So yeah, jump scare horror I find quite cheap, because in all honesty, there's not a single person in the world, quite frankly, unless they somehow don't have a fight or flight mechanism inside of them, that's not going to jump from a jump scare. It's just not possible. So, yeah, I find them cheap. But the the thing with the Bunker is it's not even about the fact that you can get jump scared by things, which you can, of course. It's more the fact that you actually know that it is genuinely there next to you at points, the monster, and you know that it's really close. But then when you think that it's outside of one particular door, for example, you open that door and you go through it and you're like, okay, where is it? And then you find out that actually it's behind you. So then when you do a quick turnaround, you absolutely crap yourself because you were not expecting that one bit. And yeah, the other thing with the monster, of course, is it's a one-hit kill pretty much with that thing. I mean, if you're lucky, then you might survive one hit, but you have to be very lucky. Usually it kills you in one hit. It's definitely a tense game, but a really damn good one. I love it. I really do love it. Really, really damn good game. I think Frictional Games did a great job with Bunker. Great job. I for horrors. You do indeed, Has. You are literally horror goddess, I think, at this point, aren't you? Because you live on horrors. There's literally everything you play is horror. So yeah, there you go. Honestly missed that they made these this many sequels. Except for a Machine for Pigs. Yeah, fair enough. I would say if I'm going to rate the Amnesia games quickly, because I'll do a rating just so in that case people that are interested in playing them know which ones to go and play. I'll go from worst to best. So bottom is definitely a Machine for Pigs. In my opinion, a Machine for Pigs, if you're interested in story, play it. Otherwise, there's no point in playing a Machine for Pigs. It's not a horror game that's really going to grip you, in my opinion, or scare you. It's really a walking simulator for the most part, and like I said, it's more for the story. It's got a good story in it, but you know, it's not something I would call worthwhile replaying. You play it once and that'd probably be about it. So bottom of the list, Machine for Pigs. Then Justine, which to be fair is not a whole game, it's more a DLC, but it's kind of like a Saw spin-off but in Amnesia. It's fine, it's a small little addition, it's okay to play. But once you've played through and done basically the 3 different endings for it, you've got no real purpose in ever returning to Justine. It's got nothing to really grip you to bring you back. So yeah, Justine goes there. Then I'm going to put Rebirth. Again, I think Rebirth later on in the game was really good and definitely had some great promise to it. However, I didn't like the main character very much. I thought she was quite annoying. I also didn't like the first hour of the game, which is really bad and boring, and honestly I don't know why they made it like they did. That was silly to do. So yeah, those are the things that really let down Rebirth, but otherwise solid game, solid story when you get further into it, and I like the connections it had to the Dark Descent. So yeah, it's a good game when you get further into it. Then it would have to be probably Amnesia The Dark Descent, and I know people are going to be like, whoa, he's putting The Dark Descent in second place. I am putting it in second place for the simple reason that The Dark Descent, while it is a really good horror game that's defined horror as a genre for many years now, it's a great game, but it's just not quite got that kind of horror spark that I got, and I'll get to in a minute from The Bunker. It's a solid game. I will always go back and replay Amnesia The Dark Descent. It's a great, great horror game to go and play. And if you haven't played it, I highly recommend you go and play it. A really, really good story in that game. Really solid horror experience all around. It hasn't even aged badly either. Really good. Really good. We streamed it, of course, all the way through from start to finish. Some of you might remember last year in October. It's a solid game, really worthwhile playing. I highly recommend you guys go and play Amnesia Dark Descent if you've not played it. Do go and play it. Also, just while we're here on Dark Descent, they recently, just before the release of Amnesia The Bunker, added Steam Workshop support now to Amnesia The Dark Descent, meaning that you can now download custom mob maps through the workshop onto Amnesia The Dark Descent, which is huge because it used to be a pain in the arse having to go through all these different websites and different ways of installing mods, etc. onto that game. You no longer have to do that. All that is now done through the workshop, so you can get all the custom maps from there. And I've seen that quite a few old, really awesome custom maps have been uploaded to the workshop there on Steam. So honestly, it's like the best way to play mods in the game now. Just go and download them through the workshop on Steam. Really solid experience right there. Worth it. Really good game. God bless. And then, yeah, in first place for me, it's Amnesia The Bunker. Honestly, it surprises me that The Bunker has gone up to the top, but it really just, in my opinion, had the best horror out of the whole series, by far. It had a decent enough story considering the length of the game. And again, I liked its ties into the rest of the series. It did it well, where it could have honestly just done nothing in the end, but it actually did something, which is good. It also, just in general, made me feel like it kind of took all of the great parts of all the previous Amnesias, and hell, even Penumbra to an extent, and just brought it all together and put it into this one awesome epic game. And it did it really well. Of course, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the game for people that haven't played it. But yeah, honestly, I loved Amnesia the Bunker. A really solid experience, really good game. I really do think that it is by far the best in the series. The only thing I will say to Frictional going forwards regarding how they could improve future games, if you like, and how even an update for the bunker, this would be great addition here. While it does exist in the bunker where picking up notes, some of them do get read to you by a character who speaks, it would be nice if every single note in the game had somebody, even if it's the same voice actor at this point, I don't really care, you know, just reading the notes. Because I kid you not, some of these notes are so freaking long, and it's just annoying to have to sit there for ages and ages reading through it normally, when actually people that normally speak over the notes give it more personality, in my personal opinion anyway, and kind of bring the notes to life. But also they just make the notes go by a lot faster, in my opinion. I kind of prefer it when I have a note that's being read to me rather than me reading it. I mean, I don't mind reading like a book or a note or website or whatever, but of course it doesn't give me much life to what is there. I kind of like it when you get some kind of personality and life to what is written, especially in a game that's a horror where you got a written note. It just kind of you know, like these characters that you're reading about and so on, it gives them some kind of life. Otherwise they are just a dead NPC, if you like, on a piece of paper. You know, it's not as interesting. So that's why I really think if they could do that, really good stuff. Anyway, there you go. That's my list of the Amnesias and how I rate them. I recommend, if you want to play the games, you play them in that order, effectively. So there you go. I thought my game was broken by not reading all the notes out. No, your game's not broken. Some of them read out loud, others don't. And unfortunately, the really long, important ones are the ones that don't read out loud. I honestly, I don't know why, that all these horror people always do this. They always put tons of notes in their games. But unless you're a really, really keen reader, which by the way, most of your demographic isn't going to be, because most gamers don't want to read. I don't know if that's really known just yet. Somehow it's still not known. But yeah, most gamers don't read. They would rather have a visual game to play. That's kind of why they're playing a game. Anyway, it really needs to change this trend, because it's getting annoying having all these like tons of lore that's important inside notes that you just have to keep reading and trying to remember, etc. It'd be better if you didn't have to do that. And especially as a lot of people, like I said, don't read, so as a result they're going to miss like half of the story. It's just a shame, really. It's a shame. Oh yeah, and also Winch said that I love the Penumbra games. I really do love the Penumbra games. Penumbra games. They are dear to my heart, my friend. They are dear to my heart. And of course we have streamed Penumbra Overture and Black Plague even, here on the channel. Really good games, really good games. We'll stream the other Penumbras at some point. I don't know if I can honestly be bothered to stream Requiem for you lot. Because it's not a horror, it's a puzzle game. I mean, it is a part of the story, but I just really don't find it very fun to play. It's like the one game that I played once and don't really ever want to play again. So, yeah, I don't know about that, but the other Penumbras that I haven't streamed on the channel yet, like Necrolog and the Twilight of the Archaic, that I would definitely be down for. And if it ever releases properly fully in the end, then Prisoner of Fate. Yeah, no, I agree actually with what Haz and Winch have said there, that, you know, reading notes does take away from the horror attention. It does. It really does. It ruins the horror experience, and I hate that. I really hate it. That's why I tend to skip notes a lot of the time, unless I have no choice. But it's true that there are notes that of course have important info in them, which is just a pain in the arse. The thing that is really nice though, that I liked about the bunker, which I will say here, I think it's worthwhile saying, is that what they did do in that is the notes themselves don't contain anything vital for the gameplay, but rather the vital stuff for the gameplay is found on little dog tags that you pick up instead, and when you pick those up then it gives you like a code, for example, for a locker, and then as a result, once you pick that up, you don't have to remember it either. It's written in your journal in front of you all the time, so that way you don't even have to try and remember it off by heart in your head, which is fantastic. That's literally the best design there for important info not being in notes. Fantastic design there, and also all that important stuff is right in the open, so it's easy to find, easy to locate. Obviously it changes like positions and stuff, but the point is it's easy to get to, and that's like really good game design there, really good game design. So yeah, definitely the right way of doing it in my opinion, definitely the right way. Hang on a fine ass minute here. Has you've never played the Amnesia games? You're like the person who plays all the horrors ever in existence, and you've never played the Amnesia games? Really? In your life you've never played a single Amnesia game? What the hell are you doing? Get yourself on an Amnesia game right now. It's not acceptable to be a horror content creator and not have played Amnesia. That's not possible. You can't do that to yourself, man. That's like skipping the most important horror thing ever in existence, really. You've got to play Amnesia. You can't not play it. You've got to play Amnesia. I don't know if it necessarily ruins tension. It depends on what's going on in your head when you read it. Maybe. Anyway. Yeah, so there you go. That's the exciting stuff regarding Amnesia. Anyway, I'm glad that you lot get to enjoy a fat gargoyle statue while we talk about Amnesia. You're right, Luke. You're right. Need to stop watching me and go and play Amnesia immediately. The whole series. Every single one of them. And then you can come back and declare that you are officially a horror goddess. There you go. Oh dear. Petition to get Haz to stream Amnesia. She should stream Amnesia. Well, you better not watch any Amnesia The Bunker then. Don't watch The Bunker. Yeah, Luke always turns up at the most random times. Luke's good at that. He's always been good at that. You what? You've watched that Bunker? Oh, you've ruined your... Oh, you've ruined the best one, damn it, Haz. Which one have you not watched? Have you watched Rebirth? Have you watched Amnesia Rebirth? Please tell me you haven't watched Amnesia Rebirth. You're going to really limit your options down to literally a machine for pigs. That would be very disappointing. If the only Amnesia game you haven't watched is a machine for pigs. Oh, you've watched Amnesia Rebirth. Oh my god. You've ruined it. You're literally the only Amnesia game you haven't watched is going to be freaking a machine for pigs. Oh, that is depressing. That is very depressing. Oh dear. Anyone heard of Ad? I have not heard of it, no, Lego. I legit won't play something I've watched. No, that's fair enough. I would say, though, to you, Haz, that give it many months or so after you watch what you did watch. Then you'll probably forget it all. And if not, then take a memory loss tablet or something, so then you don't remember it. And then you can go and play it. I ain't dealing with it. You should be playing frickin' Amnesia. Amnesia is an absolute... It's a gem. It's a gem of a horror title. Well, a series at this point, but yeah. Dear. Anyway, while Haz is disappointing me in regards to playing Amnesia, I think it's time to quickly talk about a few other things regarding streaming and also regarding the play night stuff. So let's go over it. Literally. Am I telling Haz to get actual Amnesia? I mean, she could do if she really wants and then go and play Amnesia. By all means. It would be very fitting for the games, I have to say. Literally. Oh, it could be like the best way to heal someone in the future, couldn't it? You go to the hospital, like, we've diagnosed you with amnesia. What's the cure, doc? Go and play Amnesia. Which one, doc? Any of them, except for a machine for pigs. It will help you in your recovery. Especially if you play the bunker. You'll feel much better very soon. Your memory loss will no longer exist. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. So, stream-wise, anyway, quickly wanted to dive into that. So, I did mention earlier on that I'm going to stream some more Lord of the Rings Return of the King, because A, I love the game and I haven't played it for a while, and B, it's one of my most popular streams I've ever done. So, as a result, it kind of feels right to do a sequel to it. So, next week we will do the part 2, I guess I'll call it, of Lord of the Rings Return of the King. And basically what we're going to do is, obviously the first stream we did last year, we played through the whole game and unlocked all the stories, etc. So what we're going to do next time is play through different missions throughout the game and effectively go and play with the different characters that we've unlocked for each mission and just have a bit more fun that way. So yeah, I think it'll be really nice to Return the King. It's an awesome game, I love it, and I know a lot of people really enjoyed me covering it. So that will be next week. Then I think it could be time to return to Time Splitters yet again, as I think it should be brought back again. So we'll probably do that next. Then I need to look at potentially what would be the best thing to carry on with after that. I say carry on with because of course we've got stuff that's still not like complete yet. So for example, Silent Hill 4, we could carry on with that. Likewise, Clive Barker's Undying, we could carry on with that. Yeah, there's various different things out there that we could do. I think it would be nice for the time being, now that we finished the extended mod, obviously, in fat mode, to just look at a few other games outside of HP for a bit. We've had a lot of HP recently. It would be nice to go outside of HP for a bit. I know you lot love HP, but it'd be nice to go outside of it for a bit. But yeah, the only other thing that I don't know exactly when it's going to be scheduled just yet, but I know obviously it'll probably be a stream, and that'll be the video talking about the extended mod here with Phil Glimmer. So that will be the other thing that is HP related that would come as a stream. So that will probably happen, I assume, next week or the week after. I don't know which yet, but we'll see what he says. I need to talk with more in depth with Phil about when we're actually going to do it. I know we're meant to be doing it soon though, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, outside of that, we're going to focus on some other games, because I want to focus on some other games. I want to enjoy other games too. But yes, anyway, so that's the thing with the streaming side. Now, regarding the gameplay nights, so it's kind of like a decision between myself and Chip and other mods. I think like Creative was a part of this as well. That it would be interesting to have people in the Discord server interact with each other a bit more. Like, it's fine having like the odd text message right back and forth or a chat with one another, but it'd be nice to actually kind of bring people together to properly play games together, especially as, you know, it is a gaming Discord server, so it'd be nice to actually kind of have gaming related stuff going on. So I think what we're going to probably do is have at least 1 or 2 of these throughout the week, which, you know, you don't have to join them all by any means, and hell, some weeks you might completely miss. It doesn't matter, you know. Either way, we're going to have them scheduled for particular days where people can come along and play together on a particular game. Now, I will talk more in depth with the admins about some of the games that can be put on the tables here of what to be played. I can't promise that everything that everyone might want to play together will actually happen, but I will try my best to try and make sure that the mix can somewhat happen. Obviously, we've now got Bioshock 2 multiplayer is basically a definite confirmation now is happening, but we've got other things as well that could definitely happen, like Phasphobia. I haven't even played that yet. I've owned it and had it installed for like a year and a half, but I've still never played it, so it'd be nice to actually play that at some point. But I don't want to play it alone because it's not really a solo game, it's a multiplayer game. So that at some point would be good. Obviously the Forest games I think would be great to like obviously jump together online, multiple people, and play the Forest one as well as Sons of the Forest. So you got stuff like that. Then I don't know, really, there's all manner of games that you can play, and of course you can choose what you wish to play depending on what game is on offer. If you, for example, don't like playing the Forest but you want to play Bioshock 2, then you could skip out on the Forest evening or whatever that's going to happen with the game night, and you could play Bioshock 2 instead. So that way, with that schedule that will come out, you can then tell what games are going to be streamed or played at particular times throughout the week, and then as a result you can either choose to jump in with that game or you can choose to ignore it. The only things that I will not include there, and it is slightly painful for me to do this considering my background playing them and so on, but I won't put any games in this list that are definitely a risk. What I mean by that is they're broken, a security risk, and not a good idea to be playing, and I don't want to encourage others to play them for that reason. So things like GTA 5, even if it has a fix for it, I don't want to encourage that. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to play that, you play that on your own or with other people outside of the server. It's not fair, especially when some people are not experts at installing fixes for games, to then bring them in and say, yeah, let's play this, because they won't understand all that. It's not as simple for some people as it is for others. You know, it's just the way it goes. So something like GTA 5 will not appear in that list because it is a highly hacked and dangerous game. So that will not be there. Likewise, the COD titles, that one pains me a lot, will not go in there either because they are all very hacked. So yes, there are things like that that will not go in the list, and that's where myself and the admins will of course take a look at all of these games and see how bad their problems are, if they have some, and determine whether they should actually appear in the list at all or just be completely excluded to the side. So that's the only iffy bit to the game nights that I will be very strict on. Yeah, and otherwise that's it really. Like I said, I'll sit down in a proper chat, a voice chat with the admins, mostly all of them together hopefully, and actually have a chat about this, and we'll see what can happen. Yeah, really that's about it regarding that. But I think it would be good to do this sort of thing because it really gets everyone together, it gets people to know each other, it also kind of encourages people to just, like, I guess try out new games. because obviously some people, you know, might not have played some of these games. Like, for example, a lot of people today even mentioned they'd never played Bioshock. So this is a good chance for them to actually play Bioshock and enjoy it and see what it's like, or potentially, you know, just see what it's like. Yeah, you know, it gives people a chance to, I guess, spread their wings a bit more, right? So yeah, it's a good idea as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, group gaming would be awesome. Phas mode would be fun. Yeah, I think Phas would be a really good game to play as a group. It is one of those games that I consider a big group game, which is why I've never played it, because I've never had a group to play it with. So I think that would be really good, definitely. But yeah, I think the gaming nights is right. Has brought this up with Chip as well, fair enough. We've got Phas new updates, yeah. Phas always gets updates, and yet I've still never played it. Oh, it feels bad, man. It feels bad. But yeah, I played it solo gaming Phas. I probably would never play Phas solo, to be honest. It just isn't that sort of game that I feel is worthy playing solo. I mean, that's like saying play Umbrella Corps. Don't play Umbrella Corps, by the way, but play Umbrella Corps solo. You wouldn't do it. Drink the amnesia potion and touch that fucking amnesia orb. Literally. Right, well anyway, I think that pretty much covers the points that I wanted to make at the end anyway regarding that. So, yeah. I guess we'll see what people say. We might even open it up so that people can actually say in the server what they want to see, potentially in the game nights. So people can actually write a list. Well, I do want to create this poll channel, to be fair, at some point in the Discord server for streaming. But yeah, I think it'd be good then to allow people to actually say what games they think would be interesting to see, what games people might want to play, you know, in these gaming evenings, etc. So yeah, I think we might even open it up to other people to obviously say what they want to see. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens, and if anyone even thinks about putting HP4 multiplayer in that list, you are a curse. That's all I have to say to you. You're a curse. It may have multiplayer, but that doesn't mean you should be playing it. Oh dear. Yes, it is a good opportunity to interact with people more, and that's one of the major purposes for doing it. So yes, I think it's a good idea. Anyhow, that's all I had to say really regarding those points at the end. There's nothing more really to cover. So yeah, anyway, it was nice to obviously get through the whole of the extended mod all the way through, including all the bonus stuff, which I didn't even think I was going to do all of it, but here we are. We did it all in Chungus Fat mode, so that was great. I'm glad we managed to do it, and it was really fun to obviously play through the extended mod again, and I appreciated some of the new additions that I didn't see obviously the first time we covered the extended mod, because it's been updated since then, so that's great. And overall, really fun, really enjoyable experience. At some point in the future, I will probably cover other mob maps for the HP2, possibly as videos. I don't know if I'll ever do a stream on them, but we'll see. And yeah, really, I think that pretty much... There goes my dream. We'll play HP4 co-op with Alex. Yep, it's completely gone. Don't even consider it. It's dead, my friend. You're not going to see that happen. But anyway, yeah, it was really cool coming back to this mod. I love this mod, and I highly recommend if people want to go and play the HP2 extended mod, as well as obviously play HP2 in a better engine and everything, then all the download links you need for it are down in the description. So that way, if you want to get the new updated engine, which you really should be using at this point, by the way, on PC, like the old version is just pointless now. Unless you're a speedrunner, then it's pointless. But if you want the new engine, then just go down in the description. It will take you to the Harry Potter modding Discord, where you can get the new engine from there. Likewise, you can get any help from the creators of the engine, Metallica Fan and Omega, or anyone else. regarding problems that you might have when installing it or playing it. And of course, if you want to start creating your own mods and maps, then going there is a great place to do that, because of course they're going to be more than happy to help you while you're trying to create your mods or your maps, etc. They're very, very friendly and very willing to help. So honestly, if you want to get any help or learn a bit just while creating your own maps on the games, then it's your opportunity to do so. And you will need the updated engine, by the way, to be able to create proper mod maps. So do go and get it if you want to create your own mod. It's worthwhile doing. See this snow here? This wouldn't have been possible without the updated engine. There you go. Likewise, if you want to play the extended mod, then the download link is down in the description. It'll take you to the Google Drive where you can go download the mod and install it. You will need the updated engine, of course, to be able to install the extended mod. So make sure you get that. If you want a general breakdown of how to install these, it's install the base normal original game first, then the updated engine on top of that, then the extended mod on top of that. So there you go. But everything you need regarding the updated engine and of course the extended mod is down in the description. Obviously the original game, that's up to you lot to deal with. I can't help you there. How do you play HP4 online? You use a program called Parsec, and one person basically hosts the game on their PC while the other players, because you could have 3 people playing HP4, so the other 2 players would then join them that way. I covered it in my fix video actually for HP4, that you could get Parsec for that. Again, I wouldn't recommend ever playing HP4, but there you go. I'm not allergic to the game Bajorn, it's just I have played HP4 more than I wish I had. Honestly, far more than I wish I had. It's a bad game. Yeah, basically Parsec is an application that's used primarily for being able to access different computers from different environments. It's used mainly for work purposes, by the way, Parsec, but in this case you can use it of course for you know, playing HP4 online. Obviously HP4 doesn't actually have proper online functionality, so this is why you need Parsec, to be able to allow people to jump into another PC to then be able to play the game. That's just how it goes. It's the same if you want to play Harry Potter and the Quidditch World Cup online on PC as well. Same thing, you need Parsec. But yeah, anyway, I think that covers the stream today when it comes down to basically everything regarding the extended mod. So, like I said, next stream next week will be Lord of the Rings Return of the King, and we'll be returning back to that once again. I'm actually very excited for that, very hyped for that game. It's a really good game. Looking forward to playing it once more. It's been a whole year now since I last played it, so very excited for that. And yeah, well, I will see you all next week then, and of course I will have a chat with the admin team during the week coming up, and we'll see what we can sort out. So until then, thank you everybody that came by the stream today. I appreciate everybody that came by, and it was awesome to not only play the extended mod in fat mode, but also to be able to actually relive, if you like, some nostalgic memories all round really, and talk about some super old nostalgic games, etc. And even get Bioshock 2 multiplayers stuff all on the go. So yeah, it's good stuff. Otherwise, I appreciate everyone that came by, and I will see you all in the next one. So until then, guys, enjoy the fat gargoyle, and I will see you soon.